classic, feeling spastically infatuated with the in-between. The ups and downs, the curves and the rounds. I'll bring it to your city or your hometown. I'll go back in time when the feeling was fine. When funkin' was legal and it wasn't a crime. Party people lined up and down the way. A bigger celebration than your birthday. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funkin' in the city, funkin' up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funkin' in the city, funkin' up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. And I have seen the world pristine, funk you up in the bushes, funk you down in the trees. Now look around, all the frowns, the yellow, the white, the red and the brown. And keep in mind, it never costs a dime, 'cause funkin' is free, I remember the time. Now look today, the streets are gray, time to take it back to yesterday. Funkin' in the neighborhood, I felt the fool 'cause the funk was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funk was good. It was good in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood.
And we're live.
And we're back.
We are back.
We're back.
You're back. I'm back. We're both back. Welcome to Underdog.
It's Friday night, man.
This is David at his home base for once.
I am home. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch.
Just got back from New York City, I hear.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good trip. Good trip.
There you
A
go.
little bit of work, a lot of fun. A little bit of work,
I like
a
that
lot
balance.
of fun. Little bit of work. A little bit of work, a lot of fun. And it worked out well.
That's the proper work-life balance, I think. That's how it should be.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, the lithium-ion battery stuff down there is very happening, and people are paying attention, so which is a very nice thing for me. So it was a good trip. I'll tell you, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to regale you with a story. So originally my wife was supposed to fly down and meet me down there. And,
Okay.
I talked a couple times on the show about wanting to go see the Drunk Shakespeare.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So I bought tickets. I'm like, I'm
Mhm.
going to go. And that was on Wednesday, right? Was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday night. Wednesday night was Drunk Shakespeare,
Yeah.
7 p.m. And Tuesday night was you had meetings on Tuesday when I got down there, like immediately when I drove in. Um, Tuesday night was a buddy of mine's birthday, so I went. We partied with him and had some beer, drank some cigars, and smoked some whiskey, or
Don't drink your cigars. Yeah.
uh, some amalgamation of that. And we had fun until we had I had a hot pastrami and some crisps or chips and a piece of red velvet cheesecake at about 2 o'clock in the morning at some random diner or deli, as you do.
As you do.
So that
I've been
then
out
we
with you,
go,
so
we
that
get
sounds right, actually. Yeah.
this is right on track, right? So then I go and hit the hotel. I go back to the hotel. He lives down there, so he's heading home. And the next day I get up, do my work. I'm working at 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm on meetings, and I'm on meetings until about noon,
Mhm.
till like right at noon. Then I find a nice little place to go to lunch called the Robert. If anybody ever gets a chance, call the Robert. It's at the Museum of Art and Design. It's right at the
Okay.
very southwest corner of not Times Square, crap, of the park of Central Park.
Central Park,
They've
yeah.
got the big rotary there. I think it's called like Columbus Rotary or Columbus Circle or Columbus Square. I don't know. It's called something. Anyway, the rotary right there at the bottom of it. We'd call it a roundabout, right? But they call it a rotary.
Yeah.
And there's a building there. That's where it is. If you get a chance, go there. Make a reservation so you can get a window seat. But even
Okay.
if you're not seated on a window,
Yeah.
which I wasn't, it was a really good view. Um, and okay, this is a story. This is going to be a tangent filled. This is
Oh,
going to be
boy.
nuts for you guys. Okay,
Oh,
crazy nuts.
okay.
Um, this goes until
Everybody grab your hats.
yeah, it goes. It's going to go. It's yeah. Hold on to your seats on this one. This is a great one. So I go to this place called the Robert, and I'm not, again. They don't set me next to the window because those are all reserved. And this old lady comes in. When I say old lady, 75, 76 up. Up. Yep, that is my dog.
Yeah, I told you.
Thank you for listening to me about not doing things to make the dogs bark. I appreciate it.
All right, the Robert.
Anyway, at the Robert, old lady sits down and she's
Okay.
just over there sitting and she's there for a little bit. And this place is not super fast. So it's not like you have to sit down, they're right on you to order. You can take your time and relax. It's a good view. It's an experience.
Mhm.
Well, the lady's there. I go ahead and I order my food and they bring these rolls out. One like a sourdough roll and one like seeded some other type of bread
Okay.
roll. It doesn't sound important, but this comes back in the story, so you're gonna need to know this.
Okay.
And, so the old lady's still sitting there, and it's been 15, 20 minutes. She's been sitting there. Finally, this other old lady comes in, and, when they greet each other, "Hi, how you doing?" It's almost the fakest, "Hi, how are you doing?"
Right.
It was just a painful that I'm like, if I didn't like somebody clearly as
Right.
much as you 2 don't like each other, I wouldn't be having lunch with them,
They're either
right? So,
frenemies or, like, 2 people who
they're
work together but don't actually like each other.
yeah, they're frenemies without a doubt.
Yeah.
So, the one was like, "I've been here for" we're gonna call her the early lady and then the late lady from now on, okay?
Alright.
The early lady's like, "I've been here because the reservation was noon." And the lady's like the late lady's like, "Oh, I was rearranging my office, and I was thinking, oh, she rearranging her office, she got caught up, she was running late." It's like, I yes, originally, it was for noon, but I got us changed to 12:30." And younger, shit, no. They're not younger. There was no younger between the 2 of them.
Yeah.
The early lady's like, "Well, you didn't tell me that. You didn't send me that." And I was like, "Oh, this is getting good."
Yeah,
I'm
right.
just over
This
here
is
just
entertaining.
sipping my water and,
The real
I ordered
grandmas
a
of New
burger.
York City, yeah.
Yeah, man, they were it was great. So it goes on, And the lady who made the reservation clearly chose the place, made the reservations. The earlier lady is the one that got there, early.
Early.
It's like,
Yeah.
I didn't see anything on this menu that I'd really want. I'm like, oh man, you went for the
Nice.
jugular quick. And I'm doing
Nice.
everything I can to not be like, please go on.
Just yeah, can I
Because
can I just sit here and watch?
this
This is
was
great.
yeah, this was just great. It was just great entertainment. And they were nitpicking back and forth at each other, just like the I don't know, a class on passive aggressiveness, I guess.
Right.
And it was quite good. And then
Nice.
one was like, "Well, I got so and so and this and that and the other. How many doctors are in your family again?" And then the early lady's like, "Well, we had 1, but then we got 2, and now we got 3 or 4, and there's this and those." Then they start talking about their lawyers and their doctors and all these
Jeez.
things, and I'm just
Try not
like,
to do the other one.
"Man, they're just having a nice little pissing contest over there."
Right.
And it
Hilarious.
was it was it was fun to watch, fun to watch, fun to watch. So finally they go to the waiter comes up and I'm like, this is gonna be good.
Mhm.
And neither one of them has necessarily looked over the menu very in depth because they just been sitting there just taking little jabs at each other the whole time.
Right.
And then they come over. She's like, I'm just going to have the soup, and I'm going to shorten this and abbreviate this because it was a minute for each of them ordering the soup and the salad and the tea. The tea, which was not a regular tea, it
Oh
was
my.
a purple. What was a purple passion? Not passion fruit. It was some other lavender tea or something like that. I don't remember what the name
Right.
of it is off the top of my head again, but it is some other tea. So there was a minute to order tea, and then a
Okay.
minute to order the soup and the sandwich.
And the waiter's just sitting there
The
like,
soup
"Oh god, kill me."
and the sandwich. Oh, no, he was trying to interact, trying to figure out because he was from Western, uh, Europe somewhere,
Okay.
and so his accent was very heavy, and trying to get them to explain to them they ordered both the early lady, I'll have the basically what the order came down to after
Yeah.
over a minute of trying to order this, the tomato soup and grilled cheese.
Well, it takes a lot of communication to get that across, you
Well
know?
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Apparently it was complicated. And don't you know it? Late ladies like, I'll have what she's having. You could just see like
10 minutes
that was
later.
you could see yeah. And I had to take a peek. I had to take a peek because I was like, ooh, how's this gonna go down with early lady? And you could just see like, bitch, that was my order. What are you doing stepping on my order? That was my and it was great. So at this time, I'm texting Nikki, who
Yeah.
is supposed to be down there and enjoying this kind of stuff with me, but my kids can't behave well enough. So I'm just like acting like nothing, nothing, and I snap a picture. I'm like, dude, you are missing out on these two old ladies over here going to town. So my burger comes out. I ordered a burger, and then
Sure.
they're all like, "Oh man, we should have got the burger. Should have got the burger." It wasn't order anything else off that menu.
Not a good
Everything
burger.
that walked by me everything that walked by me looked amazing.
Wow, not the burger though.
I was out till 2 o'clock in the morning, a greasy burger and fries is what I wanted. Um,
This is not greasy.
it's not theirs. It's not a greasy spoon, so, it was a Wagyu burger, so I had some hopes for it, but no.
I mean,
It
yeah,
literally
alright.
anything else off their menu would have been amazing, but I was looking for something simple
Yeah.
and like, a burger sounded really good.
See, if you ordered after
But the rest
them
of their menu was crazy.
if you
Yeah.
ordered after them, what you should have done, you should have ordered the exact same thing as them, but, like, loudly so they can hear you, like, "I'll have the, tomato soup and grilled cheese, please." Like,
Yes.
and the lavender tea.
Yes, the lavender tea. I wish I could remember what the name of the tea was, but,
Yeah.
it was something like that. It was purple.
Some kind of
Uh,
purple tea. Alright.
any
They wait,
anyway,
old lady's ordering purple drink. Okay.
purple drink. Yeah, that's it. That's why ooh, man, don't knock it, man. I love purple drink.
Don't threaten me with a
Grew up
good
on purple
time.
drink. Anyway, yeah, don't threaten me with a good time. So they're talking about it, and they keep jibber jabbering back and forth to each other, and they're just taking, I mean, just little pop shots here and there. And they get back to the whole, hey, you changed the the schedule without you changed the time of the reservation without telling me, right?
Yeah.
They kind of circle back to that. And the lady goes again, like, my office, and so she'd already said earlier that her office was out of whack. And so she's like, so all my contacts, and I'm thinking, You got an iPhone. It's right there. What do you mean your
right
office
there.
is out of you got a fucking Rolodex out there you're
That's the
going through
issue.
and like,
Like a
"Oh,
Rolodex was misplaced.
what's Phyllis's number?" No. Like, no. No.
Hilarious.
Oh, I missed one of the greatest things. So it was shortly
Okay.
after they got there and they're talking, we're gonna go back in time. Rupert Neves, ready as the devil, right? We're gonna go back. And one of the things that the late lady says is, "I love your new hairstyle." And I'm looking, I took a look. I'm like, oh, that's old lady hairstyle A. What the hell you mean new hair? And,
Right.
okay. And the lady was like, I've had this hairstyle for years. It's just, I'm like, oh, so I was right. It's old lady hairstyle A. So now the lady that's over here complimenting her on her hair has to think of like, so she's just like, well, it looks amazing on you.
That's awesome.
Really was a freaking show. Now, mind you, later this day, I'm gonna go watch Drunk Shakespeare.
Right.
Uh, so that was good. I'm like, man, I'm getting a pre-show in. I'm getting a free one right now.
Right. Exactly. That's awesome.
So I had that, and there the guy comes by and goes, would you like to see our desserts? I'm like, you ain't scaring me.
Yeah.
So the guy goes, gets a dessert card and brings it back to me, and I read through it, and there are a couple of them things on it that looked phenomenal. I had a strawberry pistachio tart with a
Ooh.
tangerine foam.
Wow.
And
Nice.
it's that new thing that they're doing where they're making foam out of stuff, and you can see
Yeah.
some
They make
people that
foam out of anything
bring
now.
it out from the kitchen. Yeah, and it's
How do you foam a tangerine?
packed
I'm
with
curious.
flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't care. It was delicious. So it sits down at the table, and it's all decked out, and these women and me are like, "Oh my god, we should definitely get one of those." And I'm thinking in my head, "Oh, I'm gonna mess with these people." So I wave the guy over, and I'm like talking to him and pointing stuff out, and I'm like, "I'm gonna order one of these for their table." Now, part of it's be nice because I am a guy that does things like that
You
quite a
do
bit.
things like that all the time. Yes.
But this one had a little more sinister a
Uh-oh.
little more sinister,
Okay.
ideology behind it, and we'll get to that. So, this thing I'm gonna go back to the dessert real quick because, again, the Robert at the Art and Design Building right there at the southwest
Okay.
corner of Central Park, if you're in the area, whatever part of New York City you're in, it's worth the trip to go to it.
Okay.
Beautiful view, beautiful environment, great service. Gee, many Christmas, great service, and just phenomenal, and the food was amazing.
Okay.
Skip the burger.
Good
Skip
to
the
know.
burger. Um But, so I'm eating it first of all, this thing is phenomenal. This pistachio tart, and it's got like a strawberry something. It was just like, oh man, so flipping flopping good. It's crazy good.
Okay.
So I went 4 bites. You know me, my standard for a dessert, the rule is 3 bites. 3-bite
True.
desserts, kind of perfect. This one was enough that I had to say, I'm gonna take one more bite, and then I've got to push it away from me and encourage them people to come and take it. Because otherwise I might order 2 more just for me. It was so amazingly good. So, they come out, they're like, "Oh, here, sir," for being nice to them, they bring me out this little bottle a little flute of, prosecco. So I'm like, "All right, I don't really want it." Again, 2 o'clock in the morning, I was that my alcohol levels were good.
Right.
I was not low.
I get it.
I was not low, okay? So, but I take a couple sips to be polite.
Sure.
I
Sure.
thank him, and
I had to drink the
I,
prosecco. It was peer pressure, really.
yeah.
Yes.
It was. Just be polite. And, so I go and I get in the elevator and I go downstairs and I'm just big smile on my face because here's that sinister part.
Okay.
These ladies are gonna pull out calculators when that bill comes.
Okay. It sounds like they're those kind of ladies.
These
Yeah.
these ladies are gonna pull out calculators. So if somebody throws in a free thing in the middle of it, how does that affect their calculation? Is
Okay.
they both gonna split the free one? Are they gonna buy 2 desserts, 1 for each of them, and now they're gonna try to split half of the one of the desserts that one of them had to buy, where one of them ate a free dessert, the other one didn't eat a free dessert. I also forgot to mention that when the 2 rolls came to their table, because I said it was gonna come back,
Sure.
we're gonna get back to the dessert in a minute. The 2 rolls come, and they bring them 1 sourdough roll and 1 seeded roll,
Oh, this
and
is yeah.
that's
That's
a 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes of them talking about this. Like, well, I'm just gonna have to ask them for more.
right.
And they're going on, and because it started with this, well, which one do you want? "Oh, I'm good with either one of them. You take whichever one you want." And then so
Right.
that's what kicked it up,
That's
and
a
it started going. So
lose-lose scenario there for the other
oh,
person.
it
Yeah,
was
you can
great.
never
So
win
I let
that.
it go just before they, drew their, long swords. I grabbed because I only had the one sourdough. I ate the sourdough, and so I was like, "I have," and both of them wanted the seeded roll. Neither
Right,
one
of
of them wanted
course.
to admit to it. But I reached out and grabbed my basket, and I was like, "I've got a spare roll." And there was no hesitation. There was no, "Hey, this is some random guy sitting at a table next to me. Maybe I shouldn't just take food that a stranger offers me," kind of situation. It was right now. "Oh, thank you so very much." That roll was gone.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Those
so
are the kind of
fast.
ladies who are entitled anyway. They would have, I'm surprised they
Yes.
didn't ask you first.
They were sweet as could be to me when they were talking to me, and they were sweet as they could be when they were talking to the service, to the servers and the service people.
Okay, okay.
When they were talking to each other, I'm like, it would sound as if you would rather have dessert with your waiter than with your friend over here. I'm not really sure what's happening.
Right.
So that's how that went down. But anyway, back to the dessert. So I sit there and they're getting it. And I'm just imagining, like, if they bought a second dessert, did they split half of that dessert? Because, oh, Lord of mercy, if one of them got a free dessert and the other one had to pay 100% for the dessert, that's a battle.
Ooh, that'd be
But
hell to
what's
pay.
worse is if they tried to split it and one person ate 60% of that snack of that thing. But now are they gonna try like, "Well, we both got it for free, so instead of me paying nothing and you paying nothing, I'm gonna take 5% off of my bill and put it onto your bill because you had an extra 10% of the dessert." I mean, I'm telling you, the scenarios that are possible with those 2 ladies arguing over that check had
That's
me giggling
hilarious.
like a schoolgirl going down through this this place in its elevator and walking out the stairs or walking out the door, and I walked along, the south side of Central Park all the way over to 5th and then cut down to, a super cool building that I think everybody should go to, and just be polite when you're there. Um, but it was great. So that was the kick off my day. Now I had a couple meetings I had to do. The place that I wanted to go to didn't open until like 3 o'clock. So I sat from probably 1 until 3 down in the lobby of the Trump Tower, just working. Just
Mhm.
had
Good place to work. I get that.
taking calls, doing
Yeah.
emails, doing work. And it was a good time. It was a good time. So, we're gonna keep the story going. We're gonna keep the story going. We're a half
There's
hour in
more.
this, and all
Oh,
you guys are learning about is
there's more.
Dave's
Okay,
crazy Wednesday, all right? Dave's
let's hear it.
crazy Wednesday is what we're gonna call that. So, I get to I ended up going to the 45, which is the whiskey and wine bar up on the 1st floor,
Sure.
after they open. I'm sitting there and I'm texting, a couple of the guys, and so Nikki's not coming with me, and Nikki had a rule. I was like, "I'm gonna see if I can find somebody else to go with me." And her rule was it had to be a guy. It couldn't be I couldn't go on a date with a girl.
Well,
She gets cranky about that
it's
kinda
I
stuff, I
can't
guess. I
imagine
don't
why,
know.
David. I can't imagine why.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So, I'm sitting there and, so I'm texting one of my boys, Alan, and he was supposed to go. So then Alan, pings me, he's like, "Bro, I hurt myself too bad last night. I'm not making it out
Oh,
at all.
man.
I'm not making it out tonight." I'm like, "Well, crap. Okay."
Yeah.
So I ping Johanna. I'm like, "Hey, Johanna, Alan's out. Let's see. You want to hit Drunk Shakespeare at 7? I'm at the tower." And about 10 minutes, 15 minutes goes by. He pings me back. He's like, "Dave, I'm at my parents' house. I partied a little hard last night. We really went for it. Yada, 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 yada." He said, "I'm out. I'm not making
Yeah,
it back into the city tonight," because he's over in Jersey at
hilarious.
that point.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Okay, cool. Out." Crap. Well, luckily, there's this cool dude, Mike, that just showed up at the bar.
There you go. Just
And
met a random guy at the bar.
yeah, well, not well, yeah, kind of sounds very, very, mm, alphabet. Anyway,
I'm not judging.
not
You
that
do what
there's
you gotta
anything
do.
wrong with
Do
that.
what you gotta do.
No, no, but he'd been there since the place had opened. Carla, our server back there, she had known him, and so we all three of us in there shooting a breeze for a while, and he had done something. He does some properties and whatnot, and he did something in the city, and they were doing another drinks thing later, and he's like, "Screw it, I'm skipping it." And Carla's like, "You going to Drunk Shakespeare?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm in a Drunk Shakespeare." I'm like, "Hell yeah, man, we're doing Drunk Shakespeare." So we drank another one to pregame for Drunk Shakespeare,
As you do. Yeah.
and as you should, and we catch the Uber, we go down, go in. They seat us like right in the middle where like everybody's going to be. It's a very small place, and you're right there in the action. So we're sitting there, and they've got these thrones up to the front, and they got QR codes on the chairs. You scan the QR code, you order the drink, they bring it out to your seat. Done. All right, I can do that. So I scan, we get a cocktail, we get it in the Romeo or whatever it was, and we have one of those, and we're drinking blah 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 blah. Then they start kind of getting the show going, and as they kick it off, they're like, the seats up front there for VIPs. Tonight we're going to auction it off. They
Oh,
go through all
nice.
the value of sitting there, and they're like, we're going to start the auction at $20. And somebody goes, $20. And he goes, do I hear 40? I'm like, I'm in. $40. You got it. And nobody else bids.
Really? You got it for
So
$40?
I got it for $40. It was like
Wow.
they claim, I mean, and there was caviar and crackers
Yeah,
and champagne and all kinds of stuff that
that's
you got with
awesome.
it. We did not touch the caviar. I'm like, I don't know if they're really serving us caviar or whether this is decorative caviar.
Good
So I'm
caviar
not
is
going to
actually
eat
really
it.
good. Yeah, good caviar is actually really
I'm
good.
sure that it is, but had I taken a bite and it had been plastic, I'd have been wildly embarrassed. So I did not risk it. But the champagne was good. We did drink that.
Nice.
So here we are, me and the guy I met, freaking hour and a half earlier. Not
Drinking
only are we at
champagne
drunk
in front of
Shakespeare, we're
caviar.
drinking champagne up in the freaking things with little crowns on our heads, helping, basically say, let's drink more.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
so, so yeah, it kept going. So if you get a chance, I'm not gonna give away anything at all about the actual show because everybody who has any kind of artistic bones in their body
Yeah.
should go see that. Should
Drunk
go see it.
Shakespeare.
It
All
is
right.
absolutely hilarious. It is definitely worth it. And I will go back with Nikki when she can actually make it down and my kids aren't being a
Kids are
yes.
always that way. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah. So there are more stories from that night, but I'm not going
Right.
to share those on the internet.
Good.
Um,
That's a
yeah.
smart decision. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, they're not crazy. They just might have legal ramifications.
We're not
So we're
judging. I'm
going to
not
let
judging.
those go. No, no, no,
Whatever
no,
you
no, no,
do,
no. It's
what
nothing
happens in New
crazy.
York stays New York, David.
It
Fine.
does not actually. It's usually broadcast over the news. Nah, no, it's crazy. I was walking. You know how the elevators are at the Sheraton, right?
Yeah,
Because you were there with me.
I was there with you.
Yeah, it's all crazy. I was walking through. These people kind of bust me around, and I'm like, my elevator's back there. You're walking through. It's just like it's busy. You're going to bump into people. I had a lady reach out and grab me by the throat,
Holy moly.
and it took everything in my power not to take an elbow to her, just to, you know,
I
move my
mean,
hands and,
you would have
break
been
the
well within
thing.
your
And
rights. I'm just saying.
I know, but there was a lot of people, and I probably would have had to do a lot more than just, you know, incapacitate one person.
See, that's
So
when you
it
drunken
was,
master it. That's where you drunken master it. You pretend like you're stumbling. In the meantime, she's on the other side of the room.
yeah, I love The Drunken Master. That's a great movie.
I'm just saying. There's a lot of good techniques there.
So I liked both of them. Did you see the original, or are you talking about the Jackie Chan one?
Oh, I saw both. Yeah, both. Well, I like the Jackie
Okay, right.
Chan one
Okay.
because
Oh, I love the Jackie
it's
Chan
early
one.
Jackie Chan. You can't go wrong there.
Yes, I
But the
agree.
old one's
I like
good
the
too.
original too, but I like the old one too. But the Jackie Chan was great.
Yeah, young Jackie
All
Chan,
right,
man, he was good stuff. So, David, we skipped
so you
over
got.
some of the more important stuff. What are you drinking?
I am drinking water.
You got to hydrate.
Lots and lots of water. Now, for decoration and only decoration purposes, and you guys can't even really see it. I think you can see that.
Nope.
No, it's off the
Nope.
camera completely.
Nope. Hey,
I do have a bottle of Blanton's.
there you go.
I do have a bottle of Blanton's close by with my Leffingwell engraved Glencairn there. So.
Nice, nice.
But it is truly only for decoration. We're, as a house, going to try to cut out the drinking as much as, like to where it's truly a special occasion type of thing.
I think in
I'm
general
trying
that's
to lose
probably a
weight.
safe idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to lose weight, and
Yeah,
alcohol is there's if you're trying to lose weight and you're drinking alcohol, you're just fighting against yourself even worse. So
it's true. It's
it's
true. That's a big problem. So A better way to
It's
do it though
water.
is if you switch to the clear liquors, the calories are much, much lower. Now it can still screw with your blood sugar, which is a whole different thing, but
Yeah.
low calories. Just saying.
That's what we tell everybody, or that's what I tell everybody is like, it doesn't matter what the alcohol's made out of, your body metabolizes all alcohol as sugars.
Exactly. That's what
So
most people don't realize.
just have
You,
much.
you hear these
Yeah.
idiots saying, "Oh, I only drink clear liquors because I'm on a diet." What's that doing to your blood sugar? You're a moron.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. It's if I'm spending the money I'm doing now for the shots and all the stuff to really try to get the weight down and
Hmm.
be a beefcake. That way, when Nikki leaves me, I have a shot at finding another pain in my butt. And I need to be a little more serious about it. So we're on what? There's a dog. Yeah, that's 3 times now. Four, 5.
It happens. David, I still think you're a beefcake.
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 Yeah, like Cartman out of South Park when he's just doing the proteins and he just gives it as a big blob, like Jabba the Hutt. Look,
Oh man. All right. Well, so I
so,
haven't been
so what
anywhere.
are you drinking?
Well, I had a stomach bug most of this week, and I have not been anywhere. I don't go anywhere normally, and this really cut down on my not going of anywhere. So
Okay.
last week I had my bourbon infinity bottle. This week I'm gonna sip on the Scotch infinity bottle.
Oh wow.
So it is
Okay.
delicious. There's so much peat in this you can practically chew it. Like it's so
You
good.
can
It's like
plant.
biting into a giant chunk of just peat you pulled right out of the bog and just bite into it like a burger. That is essentially this liquid in this glass.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
It's
good.
not for everybody. It is not for everybody.
Yeah. I don't, who are we talking to about scotches? But yeah, I was just having a conversation. Mike,
Oh
the
yeah.
guy I ended up at the drunk Shakespeare with.
Okay.
He was drinking 15-year Macallan, and I was drinking blends.
That's a good one. 15-year Macallan. That's not a cheap bottle.
No, 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 they're not. I mean, none of them cheap. I mean, you can get the 12-year. You get the 12-year reasonable, like
Reasonable.
80, 90 bucks.
I'm still saving mine. I still have some left.
Yep,
I got as a
it's
gift
a good
from
one.
some Secret Santa one year.
Secret Santa. Drunk Dave running around the neighborhood dropping off alcohol at somebody
Literally
random
leaving bottles
place.
on
Not
people's
random.
front steps.
Yeah. Well, most people got beer. You're the only one that got scotch.
Ooh, okay. I feel extra special.
Yeah, yeah. You got the Macallan. Everybody else, I went and I got Vinox, which was the Christmas beer from Hofbrauhaus. I
Yeah, that's a
bought
great one too.
a bunch. I bought a bunch of Crowlers, which is the 32-ounce cans.
Hmm.
I bought a bunch of those, and I just put a can on everybody's porch. And it
That's a
was
pretty good
snowing
gift
too. It
too.
was like Christmas Eve. It
Yeah.
was like Christmas Eve, and I'm out there. I was putting them on these things. Like people were literally getting Christmas presents, some randomly, just like here,
Hilarious. That's
here's some beer.
awesome. All right.
It was
Well,
a good
we
time.
we
So,
do have a little bit of
what do you got in
news.
the news?
We got some news.
Excellent.
All right. Let me hop on over to the news.
To the news.
Little lag there. Hang on. Nope, we're going. We're thinking about it. There it goes. So I didn't even know about this until our good friend John Callender told us. But there's apparently a computer chip shortage because AI processing centers are buying up all of the AI, all of the components to make certain types of computer chips that are currently on the market and the futures for those chips as well. So
Yep.
this is actually going to be a problem in the near future for things like vehicle manufacturing because all vehicles now have tons of computer chips in them.
Multiple computers. Yeah,
If you
multiple
guys
computers
remember,
in the car.
shortly around the COVID timeline, somewhere before or after COVID, there was a problem with chip shortages for cars. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was after. Yeah, it was 20. It really got bad in 21 when it was really. That's when it really hit.
Yeah. So a similar thing is going to come up now, mainly because of AI processing centers. Um, but everything from smartphones to vehicles to PCs, computers, this is going to be a problem, and I guarantee electronics prices are going to go up quite a bit. Not because
Yeah,
of any political reason, not because anybody's doing anything wrong, but mainly because the components are being bought up before they're even manufactured.
supply and demand on this one. Now, the
That's
good
it.
news is we can increase. You can increase the amount of supply on this.
You can.
So,
Now, there are chip plants being built, still in the process of being built in a lot of places.
mm,
Some people are working on it. But there
Yep.
don't be surprised by
Yeah,
shortages
yeah.
or price
Yeah, don't
increases.
be surprised when you walk into Micro Center and you have to pay several $100 more for RAM or
Mhm.
video cards than what you did a year ago.
Yeah, or a waiting list
Because
for the new car you want.
yeah, there are I believe 100% of everything that's we made in 26 and 27 has already been allocated and purchased
Yeah,
by and it's not and don't be wrong, you're gonna have some manufacturer to slip one out here, one out there, but on the whole
preparation H feels
preparation
good.
H does feel
Yeah.
good. I knew we there's no way we can not there's no way we cannot, pull that, Austin Powers quote out
Oh,
when
that's
we say
great.
that, but on the whole, the 26 supply and the 27 supply, is think of, for us bourbon guys, think of the heavy time
Right.
up until recently with the allocations where it was hard to get a bottle of Blanton's or a bottle of
Right.
Weller or something along those lines. Now you just go in and get them. A couple of places are still trying to do it, and I just look at them right in the eye, and they're like, "Oh, that Blanton's, that's 150 or $180." I'm like, the bourbon boom's over, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah, the resellers are not quite
you know how
understanding
long
that
you
how that works
yeah,
yet.
you know how long you're gonna have that on your shelf at $180? Forever.
Right, exactly. But yeah, eventually manufacturing for these is going to pick up, going to catch up with demand,
Yep,
and it's going to equal out again. Again, that's just simple supply and
yep,
demand. But I promise you
yep,
100% in the very near future, I would say within a year, people are going to start to feel this, and they will absolutely 100% blame the current politicians in office. And I'm telling you right now, this is what it is. It has nothing to do with politics. It's
yep,
simple supply and demand.
yep. Simple supply and demand. Um,
But look for
and
CNN to talk
that's
about
the
this very, very
all
soon. I promise.
oh, yeah, absolutely. There'll be all kinds of stuff that are, inferred,
Hmm.
we'll call it. So what's up next? What you got up next
What's
for us?
up next? Again, staying away from politics altogether. All right, scientists just
Very hard
discovered
to.
there's actually something faster than the speed of light, David. Faster than the speed of light. I'll give you one guess as to what
C
that is.
C
Don't
C
read
plus
the screen.
C plus one C plus one,
Don't
the
don't.
tachyon,
You're wrong. One more guess.
the neutrino.
You're wrong. One more guess.
One more guess. I'm not supposed to read this?
Don't read that.
Um, I don't know. They have okay, here's where I'm gonna stop guessing, and I'm gonna guess this, that
Okay.
this article, if we read it in its entirety, still doesn't actually because it says they just discovered
Yeah, they
there's
did.
actually something faster than speed. Is it the speed of human stupidity?
It's the speed of love. No, I'm kidding. It's the speed of darkness. It's the speed of darkness. I'm not joking. They actually spent money uh, developing this theory that's been around for about 50 years, the theory of the speed of darkness being faster than the speed of light. And they've apparently proven it. So the speed of darkness travels faster than the speed of light, even though darkness is basically just the absence of light.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the absence of light. Uh, uh, is there anything? Is it? Can we scroll a little bit?
Would you like to know how this
I mean,
works? I can.
I don't want to nerd out and just bore everybody to death, but I want to have something to
Well, I
think
don't want
about
to pay for
here.
popular mechanics, especially for
Oh
stupid
yeah, I
stuff.
would do it.
But I can
Yeah.
tell you how it
So
works. So,
hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
yeah,
Before we go further, right here, you can see this scroll just a little bit, so we can see the author's name and the title. Author's name and title, right there. There you go.
Darren
I gotta wait for
Orff.
it to catch up here.
Darren
Darren
Orff.
Orff. So
Yeah, I
whenever
promise
you
he's not
guys
an
see
alien.
these
That's a human
things,
name.
oh yeah, he's not lizard people. Um, Whenever you see something like this, go and take highlight the topic, the name, and then by Darren Orff. Put that in your Google search engine, and you'll go find this same exact article
You will.
without a paywall
Yeah, it's been
for
and
free. So
there are
never pay for these things.
there are websites you can go to that automatically bypass the paywalls, and one of these days I'll actually do that before the show. But I didn't care in this case because the speed of darkness is stupid. Um,
Yes, I would give. That you have my vote, sir.
all right, so here's
You have
technically
my
how it
vote.
works. Oh, okay, scientists have experimentally confirmed that dark points or dark vortexes, tiny zones of zero light intensity, can move faster than the speed of light. By observing polaritons, researchers found that these dark spots, which carry no mass or information, can exceed the vacuum speed of light, effectively proving darkness can move faster than light. So basically, that's exactly what it is. Essentially, here's how it works. Let's see. What are dark points? These are singularities within light waves um, where the waves cancel each other out, often described as dark whirlpools. So essentially, when you have two waves of light, because they travel as mass and as waves, um, when the two waves cancel each other out, they essentially create these dark spots, these tiny, tiny little dark spots that move faster than the light itself. Again, it's not really moving; it's just the absence of the light itself. But it does give a little bit more, slightly more information about how light itself works to scientists who study this sort of thing, physicists who study this sort of thing. But it's still incredibly stupid.
I would agree.
Dr.
I
Seuss,
do have to make a
the
minor
speed of
correction for
darkness.
you there.
Okay, go ahead.
You did say that moves as a wave and as a mass. It's particles. Particles, the word you're looking for.
Yes, particles. Particles do have
Because
mass,
the
Dave.
speed of
That's
light,
that's
the
part of
speed
the
of
definition
light,
of that's part of the definition of a particle,
uh,
David, is it has
uh,
mass.
the speed of light. If you, the speed of light is not the speed of light. The speed of light is the speed of massless matter or the massless
Well,
particle.
well,
So there's no
it
mass.
depends how you define a photon, David. Depends how you define a photon. A photon, when a photon acts as a particle, it has
And
mass.
this is why
When
we
it acts
don't
as a
get into
wave, it
too
has
nerdy of a stuff because this gets crazy.
when it acts as a wave, theoretically, it has no mass. However, that also brings us back to the quantum part of the quantum physics, which begs the question: does a photon have mass or not? In which case, we can say technically no matter has mass because we're all just standing waves of essentially the same electron bouncing back and forth between all of its potentialities simultaneously. There you go.
The one electron theory. Okay. All right. What's next on the news?
All right. Let's move on because David's like, I hate you already. All right, here we go. This is
Yeah.
good.
Well, I mean, because we can jibber jabber. Oh, yeah. This is not going to get political at all. Gee,
Fresh from the
Christmas.
World Economic Forum, Dave. This is not political at all. This is an actual
Oh, yeah.
quote from an official with the WEF.
Yep.
Water, soil, and oxygen should not be infinitely accessible. They're assets that should be included in global economic balance sheets. This is not
Yeah.
satire.
This
The
is the kind of
WEF
person.
wants
This
to
is,
monetize breathing.
yeah. So this is the kind of person right here that, you know, I better stop right there. I'm going to stop
It
right there.
makes you wonder, does the WEF only accept people within their ranks that
Or,
are basically Dr. Evil? Because remember, it was
yes.
also a WEF scientist who proposed releasing Lone Star ticks with that disease that makes you allergic to red meat all across the world to essentially make sure that most humans aren't able to eat red meat anymore. They actually proposed this as a real thing. That was also a WEF scientist. I think they only bring people into the
Yeah.
ranks who are like,
It's time to eliminate the WEF.
it's in.
It's time to eliminate it.
What are these people doing? Even if you think that, don't say it. Don't say it out loud. What are you doing? Don't say it out loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are
Elimination of
seriously,
this entire group. Just
they
get
are
them
seriously
away. Just go.
supervillains. They're the supervillains in movies who give away all their evil plans.
Yeah. We'll catch, you know what? We'll take them out while they're monologuing.
Exactly. Who got this lady monologuing? And it's
Yeah.
insane. It's insane. All right, we got more news, and it's not political. I promise. The more news. Maybe later it might be, but this one's not. All right. This is one you might like, David. Scientists announce a physical warp drive is now possible. Seriously, and they they're serious this time, David, because they say seriously.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
Humans are one
I
step
was
closer.
doubtful at first until I seen this seriously.
Scientists announce a physical warp drive is now possible. Seriously, David. Now, let's get to some of the notes. Let's read some of their things we're going to learn in this article here. Here's what you'll learn when you read this story. A new research paper, by the way, proposes a fully physical realized model for warp drive. This builds on the existing model that requires negative energy and impossibility. The new model is exciting, but warp speed is still probably decades or centuries away. I will
That's
actually
great.
go
That's
on
great. That
and
was clearly read by ChatGPT and rewritten, but that's nice.
yeah, so I did go on and it talks almost exclusively about the Alcubierre drive, um, which, as we all know, is
Okay.
basically a build off of Star Trek's warp drive, which is it
As
contracts
we all
space.
know,
It contracts space.
nobody else knows except us.
Okay, we're like the only two. So basically, it contracts space time in front of the ship, expands space time behind the ship. Essentially, you don't move
Following.
faster than light; it moves space around you at essentially faster than light speeds. In a nutshell, that's a terrible explanation, but in a nutshell, that's how it works. It does
Yeah.
actually go on to say that while the new theory says you don't necessarily need negative energy, you essentially need exotic energy and materials that humans haven't developed yet or have any idea how to make yet. So
Or even know exactly what they are to have an idea of what to make and how to make it.
right. So as soon as somebody develops a way to make a negative zero um, in mathematics
Yeah.
into a reality, then we can make this work. They're just going to make shit up and say, well, it works if we had this thing over here. It would work if we had a magical
Yep.
unicorn. So as soon as we find that magical unicorn, this thing is going to work. Give me a Nobel Prize.
Yeah. I don't
But
know. I don't know that I'd accept a Nobel anymore.
they
I don't
say
know
it's
that I
now
would.
possible.
I think it's
Seriously.
lost me. I think it's lost it seriously, very seriously. It's very seriously possible if you don't actually read this to
It's
think that we're going to
it's
have a world.
very seriously possible if you found a magical unicorn that doesn't exist.
Yeah, yeah. If you found a port key from Harry Potter world, I mean,
Exactly.
it could travel you through space and time.
Yeah.
All right.
Prove
I'm
them wrong.
I'm rewatching the good years of Doctor Who right
Oh
now.
man, yeah, I
I'm
know.
in the David Tennant years right now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be so happy. I'm gonna get all the way through Peter Capaldi, and as soon as that's done,
It's funny.
out.
At the time, I loved Peter Capaldi, and then he got the Sonic sunglasses, and I was like,
The
I'm out. I
sunglasses.
can't handle it anymore because they were incredibly Sonic sunglasses. It was incredibly stupid. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard of. And I
Sound
thought that
vision.
was
Sound vision to it.
yeah, I thought that was as low as it could possibly go. And
Oh
then
yeah, they
they
went off.
went
Yeah.
further. And
They started
now
drilling, bud.
right, and now I look back at Peter Capaldi, I'm like, "Man, I miss those days."
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
give for
I
Sonic
will
sunglasses right now.
yeah, I'll watch the Peter Capaldi years with a lot more enthusiasm than I did the first time through.
Right.
'Cause I
Exactly.
watched them and there were a couple episodes that were really good writing. Um, but they were really good writing, but I didn't really pay attention to them. I didn't know what we were about to lose, I
Right.
guess.
None of us did.
And
None of us did.
yeah, I mean, I could have done without Pearl. That wasn't a good thing with Pearl, but
The the thing
I should have
that
known then.
was the worst for me about the Peter Capaldi time wasn't even the Sonic sunglasses, which again, one of the dumbest things ever.
Yeah,
It was the fact they turned the Master into Missy.
yeah,
Missy was the anti-doctor. So, not I don't know. I don't know.
yeah.
All right, let's move on. I'm getting depressed now.
Anyway, yeah, getting depressed. Missed good Doctor Who.
Oh, you have no idea, man. You have no idea. It's
All right, we got any
it's making
news
my
or
heart sing.
we
We
done
do
with
have a little
news?
bit more news. A little bit more news. Here we
All
go.
right.
All right. Let me get it switched back over. I had to switch screens so you guys couldn't see all my other nonsense. And I got a lot of
Nonsensical
nonsense on my
stuff.
screen. Oh, it's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. There it goes. All right, here we go.
Breaking news, the CIA just disclosed on national television that they used classified technology to find the missing American pilot in Iran by listening to his heartbeat from miles away. The tool that was just discussed on national television by the CIA is called Ghost Murmur. It was built by Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works. Ghost Murmur uses something called quantum magnetometry to detect the electromagnetic field your heart produces every time it beats. A couple hours ago, CIA claimed that every heartbeat has a specific fingerprint. That signal is incredibly faint, but Ghost Murmur, this new technology, picks it up from miles away, even through mountains, buildings, and desert terrain. then artificial intelligence kicks in and filters out everything else. Wind, animals, vehicles, other humans, gone, until it isolates one single heartbeat. A CIA source described it like, it's like hearing a voice in a stadium, except the stadium is 1,000 square miles of desert. If your heart is beating, we will find you. This was the first time it was ever used in a real mission. And remember, the pilot that was missing, who was an American Weapons Systems officer, he was hiding in a mountain crevice at 7,000 feet, invisible to drones, too deep for thermal imaging, with hundreds of enemy soldiers hunting this guy. Ghost Murmur, this new technology, found him. SEAL Team 6 extracted him, and the U.S. destroyed over $200 million worth of its own aircraft on the ground just to make sure that this technology didn't fall into enemy hands. Now everything makes more sense. That's how valuable this tech is. That's how far ahead our technology is, and that's just what they're willing to tell us about. I think I am probably the most accurate reporter on the internet if you go back and watch.
Oh, he's talking about himself now. It doesn't sound like science
Good
fiction.
for him.
Isn't that amazing? Like, that's
Yeah, I
actual.
mean it's good. Yeah,
The CIA
good tech.
actually came out and confirmed and said this. Now, they could be exaggerating about their own capabilities, but like, I don't know. It sounds like
Yeah,
science
we had
fiction.
this on the Call of Duty game.
I've never played Call of
We had
Duty.
the heartbeat.
Do they, or
We
you
had,
just
we
know?
had, we had No, it's in the Call of Duty game. There's like a
Okay,
heartbeat sensor.
well,
Now
there
I
you
haven't played Call of Duty in years, but I played a couple rounds with my buddy Mike. But
go.
that's it. Only on the nights when Mike's like, "Yeah, let's play." I'll jump on, but that's it. I don't
There
play
you
very
go.
often.
But isn't that amazing? Like this, I first heard about
Yeah,
this, and I think this actually blew a lot of people's minds that they can actually do this. Because it's not even going on the sound; it's going on by the unique electromagnetic signature that your heartbeat
Mhm.
creates. That's bonkers to me.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like
That's pretty
anybody who
cool.
ever
I
thinks you
mean,
can ever hide again, I mean, guess what?
yeah, yeah.
Never.
We'll find you,
Oh my gosh.
and we will get you.
Unbelievable. This is just crazy how advanced our technology is getting. And like you said, this is just what they've admitted. Imagine this, the black site stuff that they're never going to tell us about. That's not conspiracy theory stuff. Like, I hope they're working on stuff they're not telling us about. So imagine what they
Oh
probably
yeah,
have.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it when I get to our my part of it's a small part. She's just around the energy or fire protection for this, that, and the other, and we get to see very little of what's actually happening.
Hmm.
But I love seeing some of the stuff they come up with. It's really super cool.
Right. So, moving on. David, are you aware? Are you aware
Yes.
that
No.
humans just set
Oh
a
yeah, humans.
record, an all-time record for the furthest spaceflight travel
Yep.
away from Earth and back again?
Yep.
I don't think this is
Yep.
quite sunk in with how hugely important this is. So the Artemis 2 mission actually sent astronauts around the back of the moon and then back towards Earth again. Humans have never been on that side of the moon before. This is the first time ever, and people aren't really talking about it that much.
Well, it's because most people are not smart enough to understand what we just did.
However, David,
Moving on.
David, maybe people aren't talking about it because they know it was fake. It was a hoax, David. We didn't do it. Not only did we not go to the moon, we didn't go around the moon either. So we have some information that some people are trying to tell us the truth, and they will be silenced, I'm sure. Are you ready for this, David?
Uh-huh.
All
Yep.
right.
Fire away.
So this first one is the idea that I don't know if you're aware of this. Some people watching some of the live in big quotes broadcast from Artemis 2 may have been using a green screen. You want to see this?
Yeah, fire away, man. You're the conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, watch this little toy down here. This toy was blue and green. But look, you can see writing, you can see artifacting where that blue-green was taking place.
Like, what? Wait for it.
I overheard from some of the conferences, and then what I enjoyed.
Oh,
What
what is
is
that?
this?
David, is that proof of green screen from behind the moon?
No.
Okay, that's as much excitement as we're gonna have, David, for this one.
No, I'm just trying to figure out here. They've got some writing here. Is that what they're trying to focus on?
Right. So apparently there was
And
this little toy
well,
that was in zero G, and part of the toy was sort of a blue green color. I think it was like an Earth design. And as you know, with green screen or blue screen, they key out that
yeah,
color, and it looks like, from this video at least, that some of that color had been keyed out as if the blue screen or green screen was behind the astronauts to make it look like they
bleeding
were
through.
in
Yeah,
outer space. But it was
yeah.
actually also on this toy that shouldn't have been there.
Hmm.
Uh huh. Does this prove
Yeah,
it to you, David?
I mean, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't do it for me. It doesn't do it for me because where are we getting that video feed from? Where is that video? Because are we going back and actually see the actual video? Because how many times have we seen people do stuff and then we find out that the video that they're calling as proof that that was edited in the original footage. It's normal. So I'd have to see the original footage to make any kind of judgment. But
David,
I don't think so.
you
It's just easier to fake that than it is to fake the whole thing.
David, you do have a keen eye. So what happened here is so the actual live broadcast normally. This is actually recorded from somebody's phone, uploaded to a computer, and whatever software they were using had the key, the chroma key turned on to remove this. So this actually came from this one restream from some random person recording. This
Yeah.
actually wasn't on the live broadcast. So David, that's one for you, 0 for the conspiracy theorists. Let's move on. I have more that can possibly prove to you the Artemis mission never happened. You ready for this?
Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Here we go.
Let's
Here's
go.
more. Here's more. Turn off the music because it's annoying. Ejection seats. Just as the rocket's taking off, these giant, highly visible ejection seats that nobody was supposed to notice zoomed down from the launch pad away from the rocket. David, these were the astronauts that were supposed to be on board that ejected just as the rocket was taking off. And I don't think NASA thought anyone would notice. But we did. We did. We caught them red handed.
We noticed some counterbalances. We noticed some, I mean, I would say it's probably a counterbalance, which is one of the things that activates the arms that move them. I would not say those are ejection pods.
Well, why would they be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, David, if it's not for people?
Yeah, for the love of Pete. I mean, had it been an actual counterweights, it would have been named ABCD. Um, but I'm gonna, if I had to take a guess, just based on the layout and how those things function, and when I've seen the thing taken off, that those are counterweights,
Right.
and there are the dogs.
So you don't think NASA just overlooked these highly visible things coming down from the rockets that supposedly were ejection
Yeah,
seats? They wouldn't have tried to hide those a
that's,
little better, maybe.
yeah. I'm thinking they would have. I'm thinking they would have, and I wish
Those
I could
idiots at
zoom in because
NASA.
it looks as if somebody may have overlaid the 1, 2, 3, 4 on them.
Possibly. But
I don't
those
think they're
idiots at
painted
NASA,
just
they
with 1,
screwed up
2, 3,
again,
4.
David. This is where the idiots at
Yeah,
NASA trying to hoax us. They
NASA
screwed up
managed to
again.
fool us again.
All right, all right. Well, there's one more video that I think can
All
convince you,
right,
David. I think
it'll
one more
convince me.
video can convince
Okay,
you.
all right.
Here we go.
We're
You ready
not
for
in a
this?
good shot right now. It's a TNT Ninja Turtles, right?
This is gonna be good.
Okay, all right. Here we go.
Oh, got the tattoo. What's the tattoo? It's ball, obviously. NASA's run by Satanists. Look at the patch. Ball again. Oh, that's the goat head guy.
It is the highest high.
Yeah.
Well, we know
See
she
the
didn't
ejection
go.
seats. You saw the ejection seats. Proves it.
We're going to the moon.
Oh, watch this. Watch this. The trajectory is an arc. It just splashed down in the ocean. And check this out. They're Freemasons.
Oh, Freemasons. Okay, all right, cool.
That proves it, David.
Oh yeah, there we go. I
NASA's
mean,
run by Satanists and Freemasons. Obviously. How does nobody else see this?
I tell people all the time, you find what you're looking for, all the
That's
time.
why NASA serves green beans with every meal.
For all the Masons out there watching this, they just laughed. You got green bean casserole, vacuum sealed, dehydrated green bean casserole.
That's it. So David,
Yes.
are you convinced yet that Artemis 2 never happened?
I'm convinced the internet's full of some really stupid people.
People spend a lot of time on this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
Yeah.
it's entertaining or depressing. A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Yeah, look, yeah, I'd say a little column A, a little column B.
Mm-hmm,
Little column A, little column B.
mm-hmm. I
Definitely.
think that was all in this one. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, yep. Apollo 11. Look, another Mason.
Well, I mean, yeah, he actually was.
Oh, hang on. I'm finding something else here. Oh boy, see that? Skull and Bones are involved now too.
He found, yeah, Skull and Bones. He found the number 322. I mean, Lord of mercy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now he's advertising for himself. All right. So,
Watch my
David,
5-hour series. Are you freaking get 5 hours if you just pull in random shit off the internet that are not connected at all and putting together as if they are? No, I think I'll pass.
well, David, if
think
this
I'm
didn't convince
scheduled-
you, I think a 5-hour video would totally convince you.
Yeah, 5-hour video. Oh my Lord. Yeah. Man, there are really dumb people out there. There are some really, really dumb people out there. It's crazy.
There are some really dumb people. That's the extent of the news that I had.
That's probably for the best.
That's probably for the best. I agree.
Probably for the best. Congratulations to the crew of the Artemis 2 for their safe flight around the moon, being further away from home than any human has ever been, and coming back.
Right. So this first flight
There's
around the
a full
moon
splashdown.
was really to test the environmental features of their ship and the lander and whatnot, and to make sure everything worked, make sure the trajectories all worked around the moon, and everything seemed to work fine. The next mission is going to be, I think, next year. I think late 2026 or early 2027, and that's going to test the lunar lander functionality to make sure that actually works well. And the actual manned mission to the moon, where humans actually walk on the moon again, if you believe that sort of nonsense, is going to be in 2028. So that will be the first mission where we plan on laying the groundwork, apparently, for a permanent lunar base, which is pretty awesome.
Moon Base 1.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
David, if they came up and said, okay, we set up a moon base, we're looking for people to come up for like a week, maybe 2, test out the environment, just hang out, eat some dehydrated food for a while, and test out the moon base with all these scientists, would you go?
I would no.
No, you wouldn't go.
I would not.
Say yes.
I wouldn't pass. There is just no way I'd pass any kind of physical test. To
if they said that didn't matter, if they said physicality doesn't matter, we're going to handle it all.
They're like, yeah, hey, we know you're going to pass out during launch because all that G-force, and we know you're going to be out cold. You're going to be useless. We're going to have you in a water bath so that it spreads out across your body and it doesn't impact you too much. Then yeah, I mean, hell yeah, I'd do it for a chance to go and come back to the stars and back. Well, I guess to the moon. I can't say the stars.
It's close enough.
To the moon and back. Yeah. I think come and gloat about it for the rest of my life. Hell yeah.
Dude, I would do it in a heartbeat. I wouldn't have to think about it.
I've been to the moon. I'd be one of those old ladies like, oh, you changed the schedule. I was at the moon. I'm sorry. I was busy.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Betsy. I was on the freaking moon.
Yeah, I was on the moon. Oh, you must call me while I was on the moon. How long goes that day? 20 years? Yeah. Well, I mean, you never know. Time, space is different up there.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Yeah, wibbly wobbly.
All right. So
it hasn't gotten to that one yet. It hasn't gotten to that one yet. I just watched the. I just stopped it. I have not finished it yet. The Absorbathon.
Yeah.
The Absorbathon. And I know he's got a different name. They go through like different names. He likes one of them. But anyway,
right. They never really landed on who he actually was or what it actually.
Yeah. But the girl turns into a brick.
It wasn't my favorite episode, but I did like the Electric Light Orchestra.
Yeah, the ELO references, the music and everything. Yeah, the ELO's playing through it.
That was a great show.
So it's good. That's got Moaning Myrtle. Moaning Myrtle's in it from Harry Potter.
Yeah,
the lady who plays Myrtle's in it.
So I highly regret the fact that Christopher I can't even speak today. Christopher Eccleston only had 1 season. Like, he could have done so much more.
He could have. I would have loved, and there's a lot of people who say it as well. I'd love to have seen him work with Donna And I know a lot of people don't like
I
Donna,
hate Donna.
but
Hate Donna.
but could you imagine Christopher Eccleston and Donna at the same time, man?
Oh, he would have dumped her in a red dwarf star. He would have been like, "You're out of here, lady. I hate you."
Yeah, hey, just step outside real quick.
Right.
Gone.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I forgot to turn off the atmospheric conditions outside the TARDIS when you're in deep space. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, now you did. Back to the blonde. Where's Rose?
He liked him blonde. All right. So we do have a little bit of topic stuff. Now that we're an hour in,
we're keeping on our trend, right? We've had a few weeks of
we
it.
are. So the first couple videos aren't necessarily the same types that we had before. We have a bunch of those too, but the first couple are just more like just pieces of good marketing advice. I want your opinion on.
Okay.
That I think are pretty good. These are ones that I saved because I'm like, all right, let's. I want to see what David thinks. Oh, by the way, I missed some of Noah Leffingwell's comments. He says anything from Taco Bell, dear. And he says darkness can only travel as fast as the speed of light. Noah Leffingwell, that's not true. Science has proved it. All right, let's move on. All right, here we go.
Okay, there you are. I'm like, I had to mute because I had to refresh because I didn't have it. Again, I have to refresh my screen to get comments over here.
Lame.
And when
here we go.
when I refresh, it brings back up the volume on the actual feed, so I get you talking live, and then the feed volume talking, a second ago or 10 seconds ago. Anything from Taco Bell? No, I don't need him from Taco Bell.
I think you already went. We missed his comment quite a while ago.
Yeah, it's 29 minutes ago. It's a half hour ago. All righty.
All right.
Fire away. What do we got?
Two men sell the exact same product. One is broke, the other is getting rich. Meet Leo. Every morning he chops sturdy oak and hauls it to the market. His oak logs are perfect. Next to him is Marcus. Marcus uses the same forest and the same axe. Physically, their wood is identical. But Leo sells his for 1 silver coin, while Marcus sells his for 3. The villagers ignore Leo and queue up for Marcus. Leo is confused. He thinks it is magic. The secret? A simple silk ribbon. Marcus ties each bundle with a navy ribbon and stacks them on a clean platform. He does not sell firewood. He sells the Royal Hearth Collection. In economics, Leo is selling a commodity. It is interchangeable. When you sell a commodity, the only way to win is to have the lowest price. It is a race to the bottom. Marcus is building brand equity. By adding the ribbon, he changed the perceived value. The villagers are not paying for bark. They are paying for the feeling of quality and the trust in the presentation. We see this every day. A plain white t-shirt costs $3. Add a tiny designer logo and it sells for $80. The fabric did not change. The ribbon did. Companies spend billions on marketing to escape the commodity trap. If you are the same as everyone else, you are a slave to the market price. If you have a brand, you set the price. What did we learn? Perception is value. People do not buy what a product is, they buy what they think it is. The power of the ribbon. Small investments in identity yield massive returns in margin. Differentiate to survive. Without a brand, you will always be replaced by someone cheaper. See you in the next story.
I mean, that's kind of what we've been saying for years now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate it at all. I don't hate it at all. I mean, it's a bit of an oddball way to go about it with the wood and the ribbon, but it gets the point home. I like the t-shirt was a better, I guess, more tangible.
It's more relatable analogy
there. Because people who are trying to heat their house, they don't care whether they have the hearth series or not. They want wood for the fire. It is truly a commodity. But yeah, the example is a little odd, but the
principle is right. The principle is where it's at.
Is very solid. It has a good solid foundation. Not made of the Hearth Collection wood, but pretty concrete. It is. We talk about all the time, like the race to the bottom. Nobody wins. It's you're if you're down there fighting in the economy bin. Then that's where you need to know that you're positioned there, and you need to know that your competition is going to lower their price. You need to know that you are going to survive on the absolute narrowest of all margins once you start down that road. Now, positioning yourself as a more luxury, more valued, and it could be exactly the same product. Is the t-shirt keeping you any warmer, or does it do anything other than give you perceived value, or people who see you wearing it
Right.
perceiving that you are more valuable because of it?
Right.
And the truth of the matter is, no, it's a t-shirt. But perception is very important. What people believe is very important, and showing value. So I may not care about, I don't even know what t-shirt. I didn't even change today.
What's the logo on your T-shirt, David?
I have no clue. It's from Hawaii. Um, Ukulele O Hawaii.
Oh, there you go. I like it.
Anyway, yeah, I have no idea. No idea what it is. But it's a t-shirt and it was white. So, or
But
a light color
look at all the
t-shirt.
high-end, ultra fashionable brands that
Yeah.
have just a plain white T-shirt.
Yeah.
They sell it for $100. Happens all the time.
Yep.
Look at store brand versus the off brand. They can be made in the exact same factory. In a lot of cases, they actually are, and
Yep.
it's
By
the
the same kid.
identical product, but store brand's more expensive or less expensive than the name brand
Yep.
because you're paying for the brand.
Yep. Yep. Very true. I mean, and that goes across the board. You go to the grocery store, it's the same thing. You go, I mean, it's across the board. These things are all manufactured in the similar, if not the same exact line.
Mhm.
We could, okay, we're bourbon guys. We
Yeah.
like Weller. I love Weller.
Mhm.
Especially Antique 107. And
Ooh, yeah.
if you get a really good bottle of Weller Antique 107, um, or a bottle of Pappy's, whatever,
Mhm.
that's the same mash bill. It's the same rick houses. It's the same warehouses. It's all the same stuff. And it's one person putting the perception on it and saying, oh, here's this is going to go Pappy. That's going to go Weller, Pappy, 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 Weller. And it's just a person deciding which one. And if they took the liquid, it was in this bottle, in the Pappy bottle, and you put it over in the Weller bottle, well,
Mhm.
you're going to sell that for, 60, $70. Or you leave it in the Pappy's bottle and you're going to sell that for $200-300,
Right. Or the aftermarket for over 1,000.
or the aftermarket for over 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But that's people do it all the time. I mean, you and I do it without even thinking about it. We may not even know we're doing it in a lot of cases.
Yeah. Yeah. I bought a new cable. I bought a new cable for my camera, which is
Okay.
why it looks so amazing. Like,
You look pretty great.
because I got tired of having to have the little adapters, because my camera goes from USB-C to USB Type A for some goofy reason. So now I switched everything. All my cables are just USB-C. So now I don't have to have an extra part. And I'm there at the Micro Center there in Columbus. I was there last week. I don't remember what it was. Last week, yeah. And I get over there and I'm shopping for the cable, and there's this brand and there's this brand and then there's their house brand. And they showed me one that was cheap.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, it's not as long as I want it to be. I want it to be at least a 6-foot cable. And to be honest, I want it to be a USB 4, so that it completely meets the USB 3 needs, because I'm doing video signal over it. And hey, there's mom. Hope you're doing
Yeah.
well.
She says, "Hello, baby boy. Hey, how are you
Yeah,
doing?" Laura L. Lyons Black, how are you doing? I hear you had some a bit of a problem there, so hope everything is well on
procedures.
your end.
Yeah, so far everything I've heard is good. She's old, so eh, she deals with old people stuff.
Well, she's holding
But
up
yeah,
great.
so they're showing me. Yeah, she seems to be holding up pretty good. I'm in texting her because they wear her out. When you're in the hospitals and stuff, man, they wake you up every 2 minutes and to
Oh,
do stuff.
yeah.
If you start to fall asleep, they're like, oh, we're gonna knock that business off. So I've just been texting just to try to keep, I don't want to keep her awake or anything. But anyway, the cable. So I'm not looking for the cheap cable. That's not what I'm
Right.
there for. So they go through and they find a super high end one, but I'm looking at it like it says USB 3, and then they've got one that's kind of in the middle price rounds wise, but it's their house brand. But it's just over 6 foot long and it's USB 4.
Mhm.
And they're like, if you need you can get this cheaper cable over here. Like, this is the one I want. It has the specs that I want. I don't care about the price, wasn't the point.
Right.
And I find this a lot when I deal with salespeople is they always want to try to give you a value option.
Well,
Let me
because they
say,
assume that's what
how
most
should I
people
say
want.
that? Exactly. And um, the logs here for 3 coins, that guy's making bank with a blue ribbon
Right.
because he's not making that assumption. He's assuming you're going to be
People,
willing to pay a premium.
yeah.
This would be my advice for those folks. Now, if you've ever been to a Micro Center, gee, many Christmas, there's not a salesman. There's not a salesman among that store. There's not. They're just. It's all nerds.
Right.
They're all the geekiest people that walk the face of the planet.
Everybody in their space
So-
knows their stuff really well.
and they know their stuff, but because of that, they have a bit of a downside of thinking, I need to provide a value option.
Well,
If I went to work there, I'd make so much money because you make commission there. I would make so much money.
Well, because that's what
So
they
much
would want.
money.
They assume that's what other people want
Yeah.
too. Is you don't need to buy this big expensive thing when this thing is going to do exactly the same thing.
Yep.
Because they're like, this is what I would buy. But you're
Yeah.
right. If they were thinking like a salesperson, they'd be like, well, what you really need is this big thing over here.
You know what I should do is offer them services to do sales training for them.
Sales training. Yeah.
I might actually do that. It's like, bring me in, let me do sales training, and let's watch your numbers go up.
Well, their headquarters
Let's
is right
watch your
here in
numbers.
Hilliard, so
Yeah.
By
Yeah,
the way,
the
Laura,
original.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I would say the original one was in Westerville there,
Yeah,
just north of the freeway on Westerville Road. That was the original Micro Center.
yeah. I think they have like 50 something, maybe 50 locations around the country, and their headquarters is here in Hilliard, Ohio. So, but Laura,
Yeah, okay.
says
So what was
still
it?
in
What was the old
LSU.
lady said?
Still
Okay,
LSU.
yeah, she's still up there with you.
Yeah. Well, Laura, I hope you're doing well. If you need anything, reach out to me because I'm close to you. Your son is way far away, so don't reach out to him. Reach out to me if you need anything, and I'll get you whatever you need. And then I'll build David.
That's all right. That's so good.
All right.
She's not a needy person.
So, all right. So there was this video, and the next one kind of builds on this. And I know you've seen this next guy's
Okay.
videos because they're really good.
I like that one. Just as a put a cap on that, I like that. I might have you send that to me, and because I deal with a lot of people, and they get hung up on price. Price comes in so early in the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate talking. Unless we're down to price, and there's a lot of stuff in between an opening line and getting to price. So when I walk in and I do it, I work with a lot of other people. And when they start talking about pricing and discounting within the first, 2-3 minutes, I'm like,
Right.
there's no, I can't, no. I try to step in at that point and try to shake a little bit of the conversation back over to value, back over
Right.
to offering, and back over to, that perception and that higher quality and what we can bring to the table, not just, hey, we're not comparing apples to apples because we don't care whether we're buying apples or whether we're buying rocks. What's the price? And we don't even want to get, why would you just, that now you just boiled away all the stuff that you could have done as a salesman. You've just wiped out.
Right.
Don't talk price. Price is the
Exactly.
last thing, literally the last thing.
Yeah. Race to the
All
bottom.
right. What's this next one?
You're selling value,
Yeah.
not. Yeah. All right. So this next guy's video, I know you've seen his videos because we've talked about it before. You and I don't
Okay.
think on the show, but this guy's really good, and it kind of builds on the previous video about understanding brand and being able to charge more just by increasing your brand value.
Okay.
Health food branding is incredibly powerful. And to show you how powerful
Oh, I
it
love
is,
this guy.
I'm going to take
I
a
love this guy.
Snickers bar, a universally loved candy, and rebrand the label 5 different ways to appeal to 5 completely different audiences. Check this out.
Yep.
First up, Snickers for the fitness folks. This is Snickers
Whoa.
Pro Plus. Not protein, just pro to imply protein. If we use a king-size Snickers bar, it has 8 grams of protein, so we can highlight that. And the plus can simply mean plus energy from peanuts. Or we can make Snickers apply to the crunchy crowd with Snickers Naturals. Snickers uses sugar, of course, but we can argue that sugar comes from nature, and of course, so do peanuts. So I will highlight the naturally sourced peanuts.
He's not wrong.
What if we want to make Snickers look like a low-calorie diet food? Snickers Slim. Just cut the bar in half inside so you can say thoughtfully portioned for guilt-free snacking. And then each one only has 120
It's really funny because Oreo actually did that. You know, the Oreo Slims. It's literally just half the
Yep.
Oreo.
Yep.
25 calories. I also added 2 times the protein on here because companies love to do that all the time. You just have to compare to a comparable product. In this case, it has 2 times the protein of Twix. And let's try something different. Let's make Snickers appeal to parents shopping for their kids. Just make the label colorful and fun and add things that are important to parents, like made with 100% real milk and contains essential nutrients and protein for play. And lastly, how about we turn Snickers into an energy bar? Snickers Jolt. It's just a Snickers, but the sugar gives you energy, and it technically does contain B vitamins and electrolytes because sodium is indeed an electrolyte. Just by rebranding the
It's what
label, we
plants
can make
crave.
Snickers appeal to 5 completely different audiences. It's that easy.
This guy's totally right. I
Yeah.
love this guy's videos.
I
So-
love this guy's videos. Absolutely love this guy's videos.
Yeah, he has a ton of these videos where he just rebrands existing products. And you're like, it's literally, you can sell this to really specific, completely different audiences just
Yep.
based on how you design the packaging. And he's a 100%
Yeah,
right.
the only one that changed here, so everything else is packaging. The only one that changed was the portion size for the Snickers healthy
The
one.
Slim.
The Snickers Slim.
Yeah, you said cut the bar in half.
Which, yeah. So if you and they make one that where it's two of them inside of it.
Yeah.
If you just did half of that, you've got it done. So the idea behind this is to do, and I would cut that one off just because I would get rid of that one. But the other four,
Right.
And then what you do is you make a shortage, controlled shortage of Snickers Classic, and
Yeah.
you can even have the Snickers bar out there low, and keep them in low quantities that are coming out in standard packaging, right? And then let's say you get a dip on one of the other cells, your all of your lines are still running only one product. You're not retooling anything. You got
Right.
one product. What you can do is then with the brand, I've already given it away with the Snickers Classic. And now you can say Snickers Classic. We're increasing the output of the Snickers Classic, and you can have a big run, limited time.
Well, sure.
Limited
McDonald's
time.
does that every
Snickers
year with
Classic.
McRib.
Yes. And I mean, you could do that literally with one. And again, you're selling one product with some just different packaging.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all, the different packaging. And it's very important to understand that you're not retooling, you're not reshaping, you're not re-engineering, you're not process engineering anything new, just getting some different labels printed.
Right. And you could even charge more for some of these other products, like
Yes, you
protein
could.
bars and health
The
bars,
Jolt,
energy bars.
the Protein Plus, the Pro Plus.
Right. Hilarious. But that's exactly what
That's
these
great,
other
yeah.
brands do. Is, they'll, and you see it all the time. When I'm looking for some of this stuff, I'll scroll Instagram, and I tend to see ads for things for like new unique products, and says, oh, we marked down our price for limited time, yada yada yada. And I'll look for the exact same thing on Amazon, and it'll be from 100 different Chinese resellers on Amazon
Shenzhen.
for half the price of what this American, quote unquote American seller was selling on Instagram for. People do it all the time. It's how you package it, how you market it. So, building upon the last thing, people don't care about a race to the bottom all the time. Sometimes they do. But when they want to pay for quality, they're going to pay for the brand name, not necessarily the quality of the product, unless you're able to back up that you're statistically, better than the other competitor. But in most cases, it's not true. People just see the better packaging. They see the, smarter labeling, and they say, oh, this must be the better one. And that's what they pay for all the time, every time.
Yeah, absolutely. And if here's a quick go. I want to use cars in this example, not the movie, but vehicles. There's a Cadillac Escalade, a Chevy Tahoe, and a GMC Yukon. They're all the same vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
The frame on them, they have the engine on them, the core engine or the engine options are very similar. The packaging, don't be wrong, the Escalade looks a lot nicer. There's a lot more touches in it, but the other ones aren't stripped down unless you want them to be. Pricing on them is different. So even though you buy, let's say you get the highest end Yukon or Tahoe with the lowest end package of Escalade, you're still probably going to pay more for that Escalade, and people still buy it. Or you might actually get a little bit more in one of the other two, and people are still going to buy the Escalade because it's got a better, it's got, you know, that brand recognition of being a Cadillac.
Right. That's it.
And just the fight against price as a deciding factor is a battle, because guess what? You're always going to be able to sell that Snickers as a candy bar. That Snickers is still going to be down there and competing with a candy bar. Now it's not the greatest example, but you can get lower price candy bars. There are even stores now where I'm seeing store branded candy bar.
Right. Yeah.
Walmart's a big place that has those as well. And you know, they're just a cheaper, and they could literally be, and I don't know any proof of this whatsoever. This is just an example. It could literally just be a Snickers inside of a Walmart candy bar wrapper.
Very well could be.
And it's now playing in the value world. So let's say you still want to capture that value world. You can do that. Even if you wanted to sell a superior product that you sold the same exact thing up here for higher price,
right?
Just change the packaging of it, which the guy just showed you how to do. And if you guys pull him back up, what's his name? Definitely want to share that out there again, because if you guys want to watch some really entertaining videos, this is a
repost for this guy. I don't know his exact name. Let me see if the
okay.
Let me pull it back up and see if there's anything in the comments that mentions who he is.
Yeah. But yeah, you can still play in that value. We talked about this. This is the opposite. This is the opposite of what Cracker Barrel did, where Cracker Barrel was trying to elevate themselves and try to become a competitor to First Watch. Well, they already had the mid, and instead of trying to shift their whole stuff over, they could have took literally all the food, everything that they had, slightly different packaging, which is your structure, your building, your coloring, you know, the name, and just put that, and they could have went into business at that higher end. The same thing goes true. You can take Cracker Barrel and now you could drop it down into the non-traditional, like a Waffle House or something along those lines, where now you could drop that stuff in. Again, your food product and all the core of it could stay almost the same. You're just using a different package.
Yeah, you absolutely could. So this guy's Instagram is Cheat Day Design. His name is Matt Rosenman. So here's his info here.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, he has a ton of these videos where he just rebrands stuff. And
yeah, follow him. The Nutella, I love the Nutella. Nutella is one of the most unhealthiest things, and I mean, it's so much sugar and oils in the Nutella. But you look at the packaging, you look at the stuff, and you can see how easy it is to trick.
Yeah. You want to see how you
almost said stupid people, but yeah, we'll watch it. I said how you trick stupid people, but to be honest,
we all fall for it.
He's really good. It's not just stupid people. It's very easy to fall for some of this stuff.
Here's the thing.
Until RFK come out and talk to me, I used to never look at the ingredients, but now I actually take the time, even if the packaging tells me that it's going to be good for me. I like to look at the ingredients and see it myself.
For anyone who does not look at every ingredient on every label they ever buy, I guarantee every single human being has fallen for this.
We've all fallen for it. We've all fallen for it. Absolutely.
Let's see what he says about Nutella here.
Eat real food.
Oh, this is not a video. This is just a still. Let's see if we get some videos. He might have a video about Nutella. Let's see what he says here. All right, there's his. He's got a lot of.
He did a video.
I'm sure he did a video about Nutella. I think I've seen it, but I can't. I'd have to find it.
Just pick one. Let's just pick one. Let's just pick one at random. Just pick one at random.
All right. Let's see. Well, let's do Dunkin' versus Starbucks. Let's see what it says here.
There we go. Ooh.
Milk now because Starbucks has protein milk and everybody wants protein everything, so here we are. But how do these two compare? I'm going to show you because they're actually very, very different. Dunkin' is using Lactaid 2% ultra.
He's talking about the quality of the milk. All right, let's see what he says about Reese's here.
I'm sure you've all heard the news by now, but if you haven't, Reese's now has protein peanut butter cups. So let's take a closer look. If you ask me, this is long overdue. And
No, he's actually talking about the protein in the products. Let's see. I know he has a lot of these about where he redesigns the stuff. I'm making myself look like an idiot bringing this guy up now. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one.
No, he's just
You could rebrand anything to make
Pepsi.
it
This is
sound
Pepsi one. This is a
healthy,
good
and to
one.
prove it,
There we
I'm
go.
gonna rebrand Pepsi to sound healthy. I'm just gonna rebrand regular Pepsi for this one, and I'm gonna use the skinny can because I like the aesthetic of it a little bit more. Changing up the colors a little bit, I'm gonna start with a solid black can. I'll put the Pepsi logo front and center because you have to. I gotta find a unique angle to make this one sound healthy, so I'm gonna go the hydration route because the main ingredient in Pepsi is carbonated water. So I'm gonna call this Pepsi Hydrate Plus. The plus having no meaning at all, it just makes it sound better. I guess it could be like plus flavor, I guess. Pepsi does use natural flavors, so I'll add naturally flavored on there. And then I'm also gonna add 100% plant-based because that's true too. Since the main ingredient is water, I'm gonna emphasize that on the bottom, saying main ingredient always water. And instead of just being soda, I'm gonna call this premium sparkling cola. At the top, I'll add smooth taste and clean energy. And then below that, a few more call outs. We'll go with fat-free, gluten-free, and low sodium. And the plain black can is cool, but we need to do a little bit more. I'm gonna add some blue elements to this to really accentuate the water, and I will put the Pepsi logo in a water drop. And just like that, telling no lies at all, we've got healthy, hydrating Pepsi.
And that's the funny thing is everything he puts on these new labels, it's all technically true. And if you look at the labels in your pantry, all this stuff is technically true.
Yep. I love watching this guy's videos, man.
Yeah.
I want to get back on him and catch it back up with him.
Right.
Catch back up on all of them. It's been a while since I watched. They're really good. The guy's really good at doing what he does.
He's really good. Now, he does post a lot of stuff about actual, like, eating healthy and stuff like that, different types of protein and whatnot. But he also posts a lot of these rebranding videos, which are just amazing. I mean, if his whole channel were just those, I'd be, happy as a clam.
Right there. Pepsi, where hydration and flavor fizz together.
That's it. I'm telling you. So
he did more for free. He did more for free than Pepsi's marketing company has done for him in 20 years.
That's the funny thing. If Pepsi actually like borrowed his suggestion, I mean, he would. They'd make a mint on just doing exactly what he did. So I highly recommend this guy's stuff.
Yeah,
he's really good.
Yeah. Look him up, follow him. Look him up, follow him, and just if you're not wanting to go crazy on busting everything out at the grocery store that's tries to pretend that it's healthy, and you start looking at the thing, it's just good entertainment. It's still good entertainment.
Right. He's still it's just watching it and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm falling for this. But we all do it. We all fall for it all the time. All right. So let's get back to our main stuff we can talk about. There we go. All right. So we got some more of the other videos where guys give marketing advice and sales advice that I really want your opinion on, David.
All right. Let's roll.
I think I'm picking up where we left off last week, but let me know if we've already seen some of these.
Okay.
Someone only has to be 10% sure that they want to do something to join a waiting list, but they have to be 100% sure to buy something. So let's say you've got a conference next year. You don't release the tickets.
Yeah,
you say, we're going to be running
this
a conference in June next year, but we're going to release the tickets to the waiting list. Join the waiting list if you want to come along to the conference. Yeah. That's the only way to get the tickets. And then you promote the waiting list like it's a product. The goal is to get something like 4 to 5 times. So if you got 1,000 tickets, you want to have 4,000 to 5,000 people on the waiting list. Then when you email back, you say, we've got 4,000 or 5,000 people on the waiting list. There's only going to be 1,000 tickets. They go on sale Monday. Just to make sure that only true fans get them, we're making them available from 5 a.m. You got to get up early, right? We want the true fans to be there. And people are like, oh, it's a game. I want to win. Someone only has to be 10%.
Now,
you are going to piss off. You know how much pissed off people are going to be about somebody like that. Dude, you straight up work for Ticketmaster, and there is very few companies on the face of this planet that people hate and despise more than Ticketmaster.
Exactly.
Okay? Do not follow this guy's advice.
Well, I was just going to say, this is also much easier said than done. Having tried to get people to register and come to an event, it's a lot harder than you think it is. Like, people aren't just going to come because you build it. This is not, Field of Dreams. You build it and they will come. Like, it takes a lot of work to get people to sign up for your thing. And then after they sign up, to actually get them to attend. It's a lot harder
to attend, yeah.
So, but yes.
Yeah, I don't know. You're pissed. Let's say year one you do this. You're like, oh, I filled all 1,000 seats in my place. You had 4,000 people. A quarter of them got to get in there, or less than 25% of them got in there. If you had 5,000, wait, I was on the waiting list, but I wasn't able to take it. Why did I join the waiting list? Next year when it comes out, there's no reason to join the waiting list. They don't tell you how many tickets they're going to have until the waiting list is overly full. Because I didn't get them last year. So they're gonna have the next year, if you get 200 people in there, you're gonna be lucky.
Yeah, you're just gonna piss
Because
people
people are
off.
like, there's no reason to try to buy them early, because just joining the wait list doesn't actually guarantee you a ticket. You don't know how many tickets there's going to be, and you don't know when the list is full, and they don't tell you until afterwards.
Right.
So no, you're just gonna piss everybody off. Ignore this guy.
All right, ignore this guy. Bad advice. All right, let's move on.
This is what my old boss Mike. This is one of the things when he said this guy can't look past his next bonus check.
That's it.
Because he's gonna get a bonus check here, and then by the time this has a chance to blow up on their face, the customer's face, he's moved on to some other dumbass company that's doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's no longer his problem. Yeah, you're right.
Yep,
totally right. All right, see
All
what
right,
this guy.
what do we got here?
Expert secret to a sales pitch. Let's see what this is.
You'd easily think this is the worst sales pitch in the world.
It might be.
The sales pitch that the contractor who built our dream house gave. Everybody else in my mind had shortcuts. He looked at the plans, and then he said, okay, here's my pitch. I am more expensive than anybody else that you're going to meet with, and I'm going to take longer.
Yeah, we see this one.
But it's going to be done right.
We saw this one?
Yeah, we saw this one.
All right, we'll skip it then.
And we generally we agreed with it, that he was taking the conversation away from price and putting it on value, and that's we're all for that. So that was a good one.
All right, so I'm moving down a couple just in case.
Yeah, and we did talk to the one weird guy that's like,
well, I have a couple
super
of his videos.
Italian. Yeah,
he looks like he's
I
like
think we
sweaty
watched.
and like on cocaine.
Yeah, like come on, man, get an air conditioner. You're making all this money, man. Get an air conditioner, dude.
All right, let's move to this guy. Weird porn stash. Let's see what he has to say.
Best cold call open. Listen to this.
Hey, is this the?
Did we see this one?
Failed. I don't even know. I don't care. It doesn't matter. He said cold call. I'm out.
Best cold call open. Let's hear this guy's cold call. David, I want your opinion on this. Apparently, it's the best cold call.
Donnie? Yeah.
I'm going to start over because we interrupted.
Best cold call open. Listen to this.
Hey, is this Donnie?
Yeah.
Donnie, this is Owen. You want the good news or the bad news?
Who is it?
This is Owen.
Owen.
Do you want the good news or the bad news, Mr. Donnie?
I want the bad news.
Bad news, Donnie. This is a cold call. Good news is this is a well-researched cold call, and if you give me 30 seconds, I can explain how I can help you.
You know what? I like your style. Go right ahead.
Perfect. So it's pretty simple.
Pattern
We do
interrupt.
8
Be
hours
different.
Fake.
Best cold call open. Listen to this.
Hey, is this Donnie?
First of all, this is fake. Nobody ever talks to telemarketers that long, ever.
Oh yeah, no. This is I could make a video, the best way to eat dog shit.
And do it.
I would say I would say that is an acceptable comparison to this. Yeah, there probably is a best way to eat dog shit. You shouldn't do it.
Right,
there's no
exactly.
reason to do
Avoid
it.
it
There's
at all costs.
likewise, there's no reason to do cold calls.
No,
It's
cold calls
ridiculous.
need
If you're
to
doing
die.
cold calls, you've already failed.
There's no.
You're doing cold calls. Somebody's training you wrong. You don't know what you're doing.
In the
Stay out of it.
modern world, with all of our modern technology, the internet, everything that all the data that we can get on potential customers and clients, there is zero excuse to still be making cold calls.
Yeah,
zero. If you
150 years ago. Yeah, 150 years ago, you could have still created warm leads. There's cold calls is ridiculous. No.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
out.
there's no excuse. I'm with you. I'm out.
Yeah, I was out the moment he says the best cold. I'm out.
Yeah,
Sorry, bud.
especially some random person who answers my phone. Hello, hey, I got good news and bad news.
Hey, Donnie,
First, I'm like,
I got good news and bad news.
First of all, like, who the hell are you?
Calling me?
Oh, this is a cold call? Yeah, I'm out. Take me off your calling list.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. All bad. All right, let's see what else we got.
What do the best people in sales do that lead to that last 5 to 10 minutes where they're handling objections?
Bad salespeople, they're always trying to handle the objection that somebody gives. And the issue with that is that means you're now in their world. Like, they're controlling the conversation. They give you this objection, you handle it, then they just move to a different objection. Now you handle that one, then you move to another one. The best salespeople that I've seen, all of them, they convert the objections they get into the one that they want to handle. As an example, if somebody tells me at the end of the call, they're like, oh yeah, man, like, I'm really fearful. And I go, yeah, that makes sense. It's like, what you're seeking is certainty, right? That you'll actually get the result, like, you'll be good, you'll take care of your people, etc. They're like, yeah, I just converted that fear into a lack of certainty. And I can do that with any objection. And so then I have 1,000 reframes lined up for uncertainty. They have 0. So now they're in my fucking world. Now I'm going to be them every time.
What are the best?
That
You're
didn't make
12
any
years
sense
old,
to me at
dude.
all.
You
I
have
thought I was
nothing.
hoping maybe you could explain to me what the hell he's talking about.
It's the redirect.
He's converting
are- they're-
fear into
you're-
uncertainty. Well, either way, the guy's still not sure. You didn't change things. You just
Yeah.
the guy's still
And
not
if
sure.
you're selling somebody something off the side of the street,
Yeah.
yeah, you might be able to pull it off. Yeah, are you certain? Yeah, you're certain it might go with your coloring. Okay, I don't even know. But if you at any time when somebody goes, oh, I've got 1,000 of these now, they're working in my world. If all you're doing is trying to build a database of, and this is what you're still trying to overcome his objection. If all you're doing is trying to build a database that's going back to overcoming the objection by redirecting it back to him in a different phrasing so that you think you're taking them off guard, they're going to throw the sleazy salesman card up so fast.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's like, thank you for your time. I need to shop around a little bit more.
Right.
And those are the words you're going to hear. And when you call them back, hopefully the gatekeeper just you never get to talk to him again.
Yeah, no,
unless he goes back, or then you're going to end up calling him because this is the kind of 12-year-old that you look like. 21-year-old who thinks that they've got sales figured out.
Right.
You're going to go back to him and they're like, hey, I just found a way to lower the price. And that's what you're going to resort yourself down to.
Yeah.
You're not giving them any tangible value. You're not taking them in any path. You did not educate the customer. All you did was you tried to use their concerns against them. Sleazy car salesman card comes out on their part, and then you are going to be deaf in a month trying to close so you don't get fired from your job for not meeting your quota. You're going to be calling them back and negotiating price.
Right.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad you were on the same page as I was, because I don't think it's necessarily I didn't understand what he was trying to say. It's that, like, what he was saying was so nonsensical that it was like,
yeah,
you didn't solve the problem. You still didn't solve the problem.
Yeah.
You redirected, but you didn't solve any problems. And
yeah,
the person's still going to have their concerns and not going to go with
yeah.
the product.
Yeah, they're not going to say he didn't answer any questions, because we all know it's the politician's way, right?
Right.
You don't answer the question they give you. You repeat back a question that they didn't answer or they didn't ask, and you answer that question.
Right.
That's what you just did. And we all love it when politicians do that, right? Because we really
best.
think very highly of them for answering questions that they ask, not the questions that we ask. Like, yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Boy. All right. Let's see what
sorry,
else.
buddy.
Yeah, let's see if this old guy has any better advice. He looks experienced.
To my girlfriend, I used to say, would you like to order Cheesecake Factory? And it's going to be a 45-minute discussion, then we're going to order Cheesecake Factory. One time she rolls in the door and I say, are you against ordering at Cheesecake Factory? She says no, and we order 5 minutes later. You switch your questions from yes to no. How do you do that? You say, it's now a bad time to talk, instead of, have you got a few minutes to talk? Instead of saying, do you agree? You say, do you disagree? The act of saying no makes you feel safe and protected. To my girlfriend.
Oh, what do you think about that? That's not bad advice.
Well, I think it's just the exact opposite of what somebody told us earlier, was to make sure you phrase the questions where they're saying yes so that they have control of the situation.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm going to give you the same answer as them. If that's 100%, that's all you've got in your wheelhouse, you're not good.
So you're saying this technique could work well with just random conversations on low ticket things like asking your girlfriend where she wants to eat when your wife's not around, but it's probably not going to work on high ticket actual sales.
It could work in both situations, but you need to know which one you need to ask. Okay, so you based upon your experience, you need to know whether you want somebody to get used to saying no to you. Most salesmen are going to go against that. I don't
Right.
want them to be comfortable telling me no.
Correct.
I might want them to be comfortable saying yes. Did I address your concerns? Yes. After addressing his concern, don't ask it beforehand because that gives them an opportunity to say no. Because then you might have somebody that's, yeah, we need to take this back to the group. We're going to put this through a process and so on and so forth. And you might want them to say no. Like, are you the major decision maker on this? Well, no. Okay. Well, that means that you're not talking to the right person.
Right.
So it is all about the individual situation. So neither one of these are necessarily completely wrong, but neither one of them are completely right either.
Okay.
So
this is just
if
a
it's the
soundbite
only
that didn't
arrow,
really answer anything either.
yeah, if it's the only arrow if it's the only arrow in your quiver, then good luck making your quota.
Okay, so we're not having a lot of luck with these sleazy salespeople today.
No.
All right, let's see what this guy says. He has headphones. He must be a good cold caller. Best cold call open pattern interruption of all time. Let's see what this is.
I'm going to fail him already. This is cold call.
Good afternoon, floors, etc.
Good afternoon. Listen, I'll be honest. This is a sales call. Do you want to hang up on me, or can I get 30 seconds to tell you why I'm calling?
I'm already off the phone.
Oh, I'll give you 30 seconds.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So,
gone.
That was that was a really dumb one. I'm already off the phone.
Yeah, I'm already off the phone. And again, it might be the world's greatest tactic for cold calls. Again, I'll go read David Leffingwell's book, The 5 Best Ways to Eat Dog Shit. Actually,
you might need to write that book, David.
I might actually write that book.
You should go away. I think we have another David Leffingwell original book.
Another project.
You're in the process of writing 3 other books. You should totally write.
Well, it's 2 other books. It's 2 other books, but this one I think could be a relatively small 110 page.
Maybe a chapter or 2.
I might
maybe a chapter or 2 of one of your other books.
Yeah, knock that out pretty quick. Remind me to write a book called The 5 Best Ways to Eat Dog Shit.
That's a great AI note. So maybe it could just be a chapter or 2 in one of your other books.
I'll set a write book tomorrow at 9 a.m.
There you go.
I love ChatGPT.
That's pretty funny.
It's got a browser now too.
What's that?
Yeah, it's ChatGPT has a browser now.
It does actually. It's not bad. I've used it a little bit.
Yeah, I've used it a little bit. It's been pretty good. So yeah, I'm sorry, cold. Why are you trying to teach people how to cold call? There's just no call for it.
But I'm bummed. There you go.
Yeah.
That's chapter 1 of David's new book, How to Eat 5 Ways to Eat Dog Shit.
That's gonna be great. I can't wait to see it on the show. Oh, this guy again. Ooh,
here's Sweaty Cocaine Man. All right, let's see what he has to say.
Listen, I'm going to give you guys 4 steps to master a cold call opener for any product. Do not be this person.
Hi, is this Bob? Do you have a minute in regards to your...
It screams uncertainty, like, is this Bob? You should know the name, number 1. Number 2, do you have a minute? It's like, I know their objections are, I'm too busy, send me over some information, I'm not interested. That's exactly how my cold calls form. Watch. Step 1, just shout the name, Bob! Like me and you are old freaking high school teammates. Bob! Step number 2, I got about 20 seconds here before I pop into my next meeting. I'm going to tell you I'm busy before you tell me you're busy. Step number 3, hey, Bob, before I send you over an email, I'm going to tell you I'm going to send you over information before you tell me. Step number 4, I got 2 questions that I need your help with for your X, Y, and Z. So you can't tell me you're not interested. Well, what can I help you with? Boom! And that's the way you do it the right way.
This guy looks like he's a cold caller.
I hate to admit. Okay, first of all, you shouldn't be cold calling. You shouldn't be cold calling. You shouldn't be cold calling.
All right.
At all. There's no reason for this. But his process was very good. His process was very, very good. And I think that could be adopted to other, not cold calling, because
Yeah.
Again, you should not be cold calling.
Maybe it could be
You should
adopted.
have
I don't know.
customers calling you. There's some follow-ups that you could do. These are some good warm. I would say take this and just transform it a little bit to a warmed lead call. Because sometimes people are a little interested, but then they need a little extra help getting there. They're interested. They've interested. They've checked the box. They put their email in or their phone number in, and you're calling them. You can get some people like that. They're like, yeah, I really wasn't feeling it that much for you to call and yell at me, Bob, and then they're going to hang up.
Yeah.
His process is good. His process is good. I really hate to admit it because we're calling him sweaty cocaine guy. And for cold calls, never. You should never have to cold call anything. It's ridiculous to do cold calls. We're absolutely insane. I had somebody the other day say something about we had to practice our brush up on our cold calling thing, and I'm like, I think I don't have a clue what happened next. I hung up and got out of the meeting.
Good.
Like, I've got no. You said the word cold call. I'm out of here. But yeah, I mean, this is like this guy's third or fourth video. The previous 2 or 3 we've had on here have just been the dumbest things in the world. This one, if you apply it properly and I get where his mind is on this, I don't hate it. There's actually good. If we wanted to take this, I could take this video and break it down into what he's actually doing in each of these with a lot better understanding. And again, it's not a fluid, like do it exactly this way every time. But yeah. So, I hate the fact that I don't hate it.
So I understand your perspective, but I could not disagree with you more. First of all,
go for it.
Maybe if he weren't coming at me with the cocaine energy, I might follow him a little bit more. Anybody who hits me with that kind of energy, regardless if I know him or not, I'm like, dude, I'm off the phone. I have no time for your nonsense. No,
He hangs up on me once a week.
Yeah, go sniff your nose candy somewhere else. I got no time for that. Now, the rest of his tactics, his different 4 points here, maybe it's just me because I understand sales just enough to understand when somebody's using tactics with me, and I really hate sales tactics with a burning passion. So when somebody goes, hey, you know what? Hey, I just called you, but I got 20 seconds. Let's talk this thing over. Unless I already know you, I'm not going to rush through this thing that you want to try and sell me. So I don't know you. We're out. I'm out already. I'm out on step 1, 2, 3, and 4 because I hate tactics. I think most people
you don't understand. It's not the thing I'm wanting to sell you. It's the thing that you want to buy from me.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I know what I want to buy.
But again, that's a cold call. That's a cold call.
It's the worst.
But on a warm lead, it's something that you have already had interest in. It's something
I'll tell you,
already want.
Even a warmed, if I am a warmed lead and somebody comes up to me with A, this kind of energy, or B, any of these tactics, I'm like, I'm not buying a used car from you. I'm out. I don't care what your product is. I don't trust you. I immediately don't trust you. All trust is thrown out the window.
Yeah.
Now, I think some of these tactics could be reworked to be less transparent. And maybe that's my problem with them, is I think they're very transparent, especially the way he words them. And he's like dripping sweat down onto his paper anyway, and it's not cool. None of this is good. This guy has like roofie energy. I'm not into it.
Roofie energy. All right, we're gonna move on. Wes is against this guy. Wes is against that guy's energy. He doesn't like his demons do not play well with West's demons.
His demons are burning into my soul, and I hate every minute of it. Look at his eyes. Okay. Like he has the possessed eyes. All right, let's move on. All right, let's get to Alex Hormozy, who's wearing his nasal strip again. He loves his nasal strip.
Oh, back to the nasal strip.
The perfect salesman says nothing and only asks questions because there's nothing to disagree with. And fundamentally, they're going to believe way more of what they say than what you say. So you want them to say it, not you. And so you clarify where they're there. L is label them with a problem that you can solve. Then you O, which is overview past experiences or past pain. So it's like, what have you done so far to try and solve this? And this is important because motivation is the equal opposite of deprivation. So the more deprived someone is of something, the more motivated they are to solve it. S, which is then you sell. The perfect salesman says nothing and only asks.
So I hate his nasal strip. He generally gives somewhat good advice. What are your thoughts here, David?
I don't know. I cannot hear him over his nasal strip.
Do we need to watch it one more time?
No. I'm not, and we've talked over this. I'm not really a big fan of people that have, here's these 3 letters or whatnot, and this stands for this, and this stands for that.
Right.
that stuff just bogs my mind. The kingdom phylum, all that stuff you learned in school about King George or whatever, and north, east, southwest. My daughter come home one day, she's talking about never eat soggy waffles. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, that's how you remember north, east, southwest. I'm like, why would you
There's 4 things
remember
to remember.
something?
You can't remember 4 things.
Why would you remember something that helps you remember something else? Why not just remember the thing you need to remember? And now that's half as much stuff you've got to remember now.
Yes,
Why would you do
exactly.
that? It doesn't make sense to me. So first of all, I'm fundamentally against those things for a plethora
the mnemonic
of
devices is what they're called,
reasons.
mnemonic devices.
Yeah, mnemonic devices. For reasons that the demons in my head have not quite explained to any therapist yet. My mind doesn't like that. It's like, if you're gonna have to remember 2 things, then don't remember that second thing. Just remember the thing that you're trying to remember, because that's a more effective way and efficient use of my time. And yes, I did use the bad E word. So yeah, but yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. But because I don't come to anything as a salesman, I put everything in a educational spotlight is really more where I act from, and I'm educating. I'm there because I'm the subject matter expert. I'm there because I am the uh, nearly world renowned professional in this. I'm there because the name carries a lot of weight. So when they're talking, that means that's time that I don't have to educate them. So it's the education, and then I take their questions and I don't answer their question with a 1 word. You know me, well, I use 1 word when 5,000 will do. And I give them a full education around it of what the actual problems are, how we solve. And I give them the tools to come back, and they tell me that we're the solution. I don't tell them. And so that part is right. When it comes to believing, they are going to believe what comes out of their mouth more. But they need me to be talking because I'm the one that's bringing all of the information, all of the experience, the actual real world experience to them. And so
you're not right.
I'm going to give him a yes, no. I'm going to give him a yes, no.
So they're not. It's not necessarily about talking less and letting the customer or client make their own decisions. It's about guiding them to the right decisions. So he's half right.
Exactly.
He's leaving out a pretty important part of the equation, though.
Yeah, he's partially there. And again, he as a salesperson, a true blood salesperson, they may want to function that way. That may work better for them. I'm not a salesperson by nature. I'm an educator by nature.
Right.
So I use that as my go-to strategy. But and I say strategy like I actually even think about it. I don't prep for anything. I just go in and do my job, and I just go.
And it works. Look,
so
I've seen it firsthand, and it works. Magic. It's magic.
Yes, I'm going to give him a yes, no. It is true. I don't like his process, but I do like that it is true. They are going to trust more of what they're saying. The problem is you're giving them the carte blanche to say, you can't solve my problem. Your product can't do this, or does your product? And now you've got to overcome that because they believe what you say or what they say more than when they believe what you're saying. So
that's it.
I give him a yes, no.
There you go. So earlier
not the worst, not the worst, not the best. Go ahead.
Yeah. And generally, I like his advice. So earlier I mentioned mnemonic devices, and it's funny. I actually have a mnemonic device for remembering the term mnemonic devices, which is the terrible Keanu Reeves movie, Johnny Mnemonic. That's how I remember mnemonic devices.
Yeah.
That is my
I will just expect somebody else to remind me that they're called mnemonic devices. They don't have that much of an impact in my world, so I'm not going to allow them time for never eating soggy waffles.
Exactly. Just remember it's 4 things. They never change. They've always been around. It's 4 things. Yeah. All right, let's see what this guy has to say.
Craziest thing I ever learned. This is an untold story.
Crazy.
I walked a proposal, a pencil, out to a customer. The customer said they wanted to be at $150 to $200 a month. That was the monthly payment they wanted to be at. My manager wrote down $650 a month on a piece of paper. I looked at my manager at 18 years old, scared to death. And you know, he looked at me and he goes, "Hey, look, dude, I see in your eyes you don't believe. I am not going to let you take that out there unless your eyes change. I know, but they already said. He goes, I don't care what they said. Do you understand? We don't set the prices. The market sets the price. You don't think these people understand what cars cost? You don't think that people understand math? They're old enough to buy a car. They understand what things cost in the world. These people are playing you. And by the way, they may say they have a budget, but these same people that tell you they want to be at $150 to $200 a month, they're going to go to the mall today and blow $500. Do you get it, Andy? They have the money. It's just who are they going to give it to? The way that you handle this right now will be the way that this deal either gets closed or they walk out. He said, go in the bathroom, look in the freaking mirror, slap your face twice. Snap out of it. And by the way, you may be laughing at me. This is what he told me to do. I looked in the mirror and I was talking to myself for like a minute. I was like, man, this is the best deal ever. I can't believe these people are getting this deal. This is stupid. These people should have to pay $1,800 a month for this car and they're only getting it for freaking $600. That's stupid, man. I walk out, I slide the piece of paper down, and I remember the customer asked, they're like, is that the down payment? And I'm like, no, that's the monthly payment. And I remember the guy goes, oh, there's no way we can do that. And I just said simply, I said, guys, the bank qualified you to pay this payment bi-weekly if you wanted it. So you could actually pay $1,300 a month if you want, because that's how much you budget for. And the guy goes, I budget for that much? And I said, yes. And I was like, so if you want to pay more, we can actually pay over the $650 and the bank will allow you to do it. And the guy goes, no. We'll just do the $650. He signed the piece of paper. I walked it back into my manager. And you know what he said? You believed me. Craziest.
All right, so what do you think about Roid Rage's advice? I think there's good and bad here.
Yes, that's a great way. You know what? I want to hear your breakdown on this one. I want to hear your breakdown on this one.
So I think the good is that he's right. The market sets the value of things. A race to the bottom, nobody wins. Everybody knows what things cost, and everybody's going to try and haggle. It's just human nature. How you then approach it is exactly right. It's a mindset. You need the confidence to go back to the customer and be like, look, this is it. You need that walk away energy. You know, that George Costanza walking away energy. And I wouldn't quite go the American Psycho route. They had little clips of American Psycho clipped in there.
Yeah, I did see that.
I think that's super weird, but he's not wrong. You know, Roid Rage aside, I think he's got some good points here.
I would agree. I would say the biggest takeaway, and as much as I absolutely hate
car salesman,
the managers, and the fact that you always got to go to the sales manager, like, I'm doing business with you. If you have to go somewhere else to get somebody, then you go away, and I will do business with the person I need to do business with. I don't want to do business with. That's just you're just a middleman in between there. Why would I pay? Why am I paying your salary when I could just be paying his if he's the one who has yes or no say?
Right.
I'm not.
That's an annoying tactic needs to go away because that's all. It's a tactic they use to make you feel like you're. Yeah.
The saying, the line where he said they're going to go to the mall today and drop $500.
Well, that's not true in most cases. No.
It's not true in every. Well, it's
some cases.
It may not be. It may not be the mall. It may not be the mall. It may not be this. May not be that. But the amount of money.
Drop a hundo because you can't walk into Target without spending $100.
Gee, many Christmas. I did grocery store the other day. I did $450. I was like, oh, ow. I had been traveling. So when I go to the grocery store, I get groceries. My wife, when she goes to the grocery store, which is very rare, but she goes and gets exactly what she needs and not a thing more. Where I'm like, oh, I'm getting a bag of, I like the individually sealed chicken. They last longer because they're vacuum sealed. And so if I'm buying one, I'm going to buy two. And sometimes I'm like, I can buy three because you know what? You can just throw that right in the freezer. And so when I do that, I'll go and buy extra stuff. I'm like, I'll walk through. I'm like, oh, look at that sauce over there. Look at this over here. And I'll grab that. And I'm like, ooh, and so I go and I get ingredients.
Sure.
So when I go to the store, I buy ingredients. When she goes to the store, she buys what she needs for any given meal. And if we've got it here at the house, it doesn't make the list. She won't replace it. So
fair enough.
So when I have to, if I'm on the road for a few weeks and then I have to go to the grocery store, I've got to restock all this stuff because, you know, freeloader McGee out there. If I get stabbed tonight, you guys know what happened. Yeah, she's not watching tonight. She'll and to be fair to her, which is really not fair to me, she hates the grocery store. Hates it. It's the devil's lettuce for her or something. I don't think that saying actually does work out with that, but she's not a big fan of going to the grocery store. So
all right. So what about Roid Rage car salesman here?
Here's the best thing to take out of this. The best thing is the believe. You need to believe in what you're selling. You need to believe into it
Yeah.
fully.
You need to believe in its value,
What?
not necessarily
Yes.
even in the product, in the value of the product.
Yep.
The value you're bringing to
Believing
the
in the
customer.
value
You
of the
need to believe
product.
that, because if you
Yes.
don't, people will see
Yep.
through it, and
See
they
through
won't
it,
trust you.
and then all of the tactics in the world won't matter.
Right.
So I would say that's the biggest thing. And the guy's like, you believed, like, all right, you got there. You got to put that game face on and go. So I'll give him that. He's talking specifically to car salesmen. So there's not going to be, because car sales and real estate, they're not really sales. You get one, like real estate. There's absolutely no, I mean, I have good friends and family that are real estate agents. I have no idea why they exist anymore. I have no clue.
We have Zillow.
Zero clue. Yeah, we have Zillow. We're good. And I sold my house in Ohio without one. I wish I could have bought one over here, bought this house over here without one. But the guy over here was nice, so I was able to deal and tolerate. But I've dealt with. I had to, and what really put me off was trying to buy a house over in Albany, and the only thing they ever could say was just raise your price, just raise your bid, just raise your bid. I'm like, how can I talk to the owner? Can I talk to this person? Can you get me a meeting with this person, that person? And they're like, no, you just need to raise your price. Like you don't know about D about it. You don't know D about F in sales, do you? Like,
right.
Nothing at all. But the guy called over here, and we did the walkthrough over here. And while we're on the phone, literally viewing this house through an iPhone through FaceTime, and I'm going, I'm talking to the lady who owned the house, like, where did you put your Christmas tree? Where did you do this right there? Because now it's a family talking to a family.
Right. It becomes a
Change the whole
personal thing.
paradigm, and the deal was done that day. So
Because
don't
she's
tell
thinking
me
about
that the
all
only
her
thing you can
memories,
do
and
is
now
raise
these
price.
memories are then associated with you.
Yeah,
She likes you.
and
She
now
wants to
those
sell you.
memories get to hand off. Now they're going to hand off to a new family to experience all of those things. So don't tell me that all you can ever do is raise price. Okay, so real estate out, and car salesman. Well, there's a reason you get a classification of your own. There's a reason why every
Sleazy
person who
salesperson
tries
is
to
known as a used car
hamstring
salesman.
a sleazy salesperson, people automatically think of a car salesman.
Yep,
That's just
every
all there
time.
is to it. So, yeah. Believe in what you're selling, believe in the value, believe in the perceived value, however you got to do it, believe in what you're selling. It's going to help out. So I'll give him that one.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. And by the way, is this the sweaty guy again? He's making a weird face. I think this is the sweaty guy again. Sweaty cocaine man. See what he has to say. It is him.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Any single time you guys get ghosted, this emoji alone has increased our reply back rate by well over 75% inside of my sales organization.
All right, use an emoji.
Pause.
I had to pause. First of all, watch his eyes. They're all over the place. But not the way I froze it, but watch his eyes when he's speaking. His eyes are all over the place. But apparently,
I'm sorry. I was watching the replay over here on Facebook on the so we've got, is for everybody, just to remind you, I've got the live, which is what West and I are seeing right now. And then about 30 seconds, because it's not terrible tonight, 30 seconds later, I can see what's happening over here on what you guys are getting to see.
Yeah.
So I was able to look at his eyes, and while he was telling me that even though it was paused, I was able to see his eyes. I mean, they were really all over the place.
Whew. Man, he is on something good. Man. But he's going to tell us about an emoji that can increase your sales or your replies and just blow away your sales.
Is it the eggplant? Is it the eggplant?
It's the eggplant and the water splashing. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, they love that.
That's
Screenshot it. You're going to write them a quick message and then send them off this emoji. You're going to say, Kara, did we throw in the white towel? And did you quit on making an additional source of revenue? Send off the message, number one. Number two, I send them off this emoji right here. Just a guy laying on his back, waving the white flag, saying, I surrender. I don't want to make more money. And that's it.
First of all, that's not an emoji. Second of all,
yeah, it's a GIF or a GIF if you're weird.
Don't never say GIF.
No,
we're not eating peanut butter. Would this close anybody who's been ghosting you for a while?
Close anybody. That's not going to close anybody.
If somebody's been ghosting you for a while,
I know
you're sending them?
a little bit more about this guy now. He's a pyramid scheme guy.
Yeah, has to.
And
be.
I was trying to place what type of sales he's in. With all the cold calls and all the other stuff that he's talked about, he's a pyramid scheme guy. So, all right, now that we know he's a pyramid scheme guy, a lot of this other stuff he says and does makes a lot more sense, because if your whole industry is known as a scheme,
this is the kind of guy working there.
It's the kind of guy working there. So a lot of everything he said up to this point makes a lot more sense to me now. So yeah, he's a pyramid scheme guy. Okay, good for him. Go sell your Avon, brother. Go sell your Avon. No, you don't want to sell the Avon. You want to get other people underneath you to sell your Avon, so you take a cut of their money, and then they get people underneath of them, and that shapes a pyramid.
Well, I think the proper term they use now is multi-level marketing. Which, by the way, there's no marketing involved. It's just pyramid sales.
I thought they just called it fraud now.
Yeah. So you're saying you should not, if a potential client has been ghosting you, you should not send them a gift with a waving white flag and say, "Are you sure you don't want to make a ton of money?" You should do that.
No, I got one of my guys. We've been working on a site, a client, an OEM partner for us for over a year now. And we're not getting a lot back from him. And I'm going to tell you straight up what I'm going to do. I'm sending him. No, I'm going to send them the information for their closest competitor, saying, do you think, seeing how you're bowing out, do you think these would be good people? Do you think this would be a good application for a partnership?
That's good.
And it's a dickhead move. It's an absolute
dickhead move, but it's a good move.
But I want to give them the option. I want to, hey, I trust you guys. If you guys don't want to be the ones, what do you think about this over here? Would these be, would you recommend us trying it with these? Because if we don't fit your model, maybe we'll fit their model a little better. And I trust you guys.
It's basically the same as hitting on a girl. When she shoots you down, say, "Hey, can I get your sister's number?"
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a dick move, but it's a good move. Not the sister thing. I mean the business application that you said.
Yeah. I dated a girl once because I thought it was her sister that they were setting me up with. We got along great.
Oh man, I have no comment. But do not follow the advice of Cocaine Man here.
Yeah, don't send. Never send. I get pissed. I mean, really mad. And you know how easy it is to open up emoji keyboard thing on your iPhone? It's ridiculous. And I text fast, but I'll look away for a second and I'll come back up and I'll have 17 freaking smiley faces with some spaces because I'm hitting where the button should be for letters, and somehow it switched over to. I wish I could disable that completely.
You actually can. And they call that old man texting, David.
I'm perfectly fine with being called an old man texting. I use grammar and punctuation and everything in my text messages when I'm responding, even personally responding. And I will say, if something's funny, I'll say, ha, ha, ha. None of this newfangled LOL stuff. No.
I use a combination of LOL and ha, 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 but I do always use punctuation. I insist.
Yeah. All right. What we got next?
All right. We're going to keep going. It's after 11 o'clock.
It is. We'll get one more in here.
We'll get a couple more. Here we go.
Yeah, at least one more.
There's a weird manipulation tactic that you can use to make people buy your stuff or fall in love with you. It's called an embedded command. And honestly, I don't even know if I should be telling you about this because it could be used for...
He's going to warn us. This is so powerful. Don't use this for evil purposes. He's going to warn us here because what he's going to tell us is so powerful.
Varsity Blues.
The movie? Yeah.
It's a movie where he's like, you do this. And I think he's talking about mixing alcohol and pills. But then he's like, and the panties, they just drop.
That's going to be this guy's
That's
advice.
the vibe.
Vicodin
That's
and
the
vodka.
vibe that I'm getting from this. That's the vibe that I'm getting off of this.
He calls it the V&V, Vicodin and vodka. This is this guy's advice to make sales. Let's see what he has to say.
For manipulation. So promise to use this ethically. So what you do is you give people a statement that is going to slip past their subconscious mind. As an example, I don't want you to fall in love with me too quickly. What just happened here? I already assumed you're going to fall in love with me. I just say don't do it too quickly. I don't want you to buy this product too quickly. I don't want you to decide that this product is right for you too quickly. See what it does? It does the presupposition that you're already going to love me. You're already going to buy this product. So don't be using this for
24 years
manipulation,
old
but it's a
at
fun little
best.
language pattern.
Is that going to work, David?
No.
No. But don't use this for
If you're trying to
manipulative
hit on
purposes,
some
David.
dumb bimbo at a bar, maybe, but
I mean,
you know.
maybe if she's already fall over drunk, but like,
yeah,
if you
she's
actually
drank-
tried to say
if-
that to an actual human female, she's gonna laugh you and walk away because you sound
Yeah,
not
she's
only
like-
like a douchebag, you sound like a douchebag who's never spoken to another human being before.
Yeah. I don't think it's I mean, there's a slight bit of confidence there. Women do love confidence. That's why I got all my hot wife out there, because she loved my confidence.
You
and
did
my
marry up.
sense of
You did.
humor. My sense of humor. And yeah.
You got that
something
going
now.
for you.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, but no, this is bad. This is bad. You don't want to tell your customer to make slow decisions. You don't want to tell your customers, I don't want to get your answer back until you're, 3 weeks have come. No, don't buy my product too quickly.
Well, plus if you start your pitch to a potential client or customer with, now look,
Yeah.
I don't want you to buy this too quickly because it's going to be too good for you. Like that,
Yeah.
again, you sound stupid.
Yeah.
Like
Go
nobody's
sell some
falling for
cars,
that.
bro.
It's not manipulative, or you're not getting into their psyche. You're not David Blaine.
Well,
You're not.
I was minorly expecting at least something that I can look back and go, oh, that's Freudian or something along
Right.
that. Oh, you really rock some Rorschach on him there. But no, it was just dumb shit. Okay,
That was
all right,
really
cool, bro.
stupid. We can't end on
All
that.
right, we can't end
need
on
one
that.
more.
We can't end on that one. We got to find something that's either way worse or something that's good.
All right, Hormozy has 5 sales calls. You don't like sales calls. Let's see if we have Cocaine Man in here anymore. There's Cocaine Man. Let's see what he has to say. Let's end on this guy.
Oh, and he's standing up now too.
He's full on cocaine here. Let's see what he says.
All right.
2 phrases to never say inside of sales that create pressure, and how to convert those into questions that generate a sense of urgency. Number 1, don't ever say this. Trust me.
Oh, trust me, we're not like the other companies. We do things.
That's like telling a lady, hey,
By the way, trust me, I'm not like the other guys.
pal, freaking anything but that line. That doesn't build trust. This is how you convert that into a question the right way. Hey, by the way, Margaret, is it okay if I could show you why people like yourself decided to join our company? Phrase number 2, don't ever say this.
By the way, Margaret, you should join today because of XYZ discount. It's the best time.
Pressure, you're telling them what to do. How to say this the right way using a question. By the way, Margaret, what happens if you don't join us today and your problem stays the same over the next 6 months? Bang! You tell them what to do, it's freaking pressure. You ask them a question that makes them generate their own thought. That's called urgency. 2 phrases.
I have mixed feelings on this one. It's Cocaine Man, but I got
I
mixed
do
feelings.
too.
Yeah.
I do too. And now that I know he's a pyramid scheme guy, a scam artist, it does make it a lot easier to understand where he's coming from. He understands his people. That the first one is good. And I would always, it's okay. This guy's telling you it's carte blanche, and this is so. I'm going to go on the negative side. Then I'll give you the positive side.
All right.
This guy's telling you carte blanche that pressure's bad, and that's just simply not the case. There's some pressure that you can put and apply on your potential sales and your clients and so on and so forth to make them get a decision going. Because I am renowned for saying this, and it usually is about people internal to my own company. And to my old company, to the point where I think he got really tired of me telling him this. To take too long on a decision is to make no decision at all.
Okay.
And so in order to keep people from always, and this is a great one, kicking the can down the road, sometimes you have to put pressure on them. So it's
Shit,
not
get off the pot.
Oh, exactly. It's not 100% bad thing. But if any time that you get a chance to you can rephrase something that's going to give the customer the answers that they need and further the conversation, then I would recommend it.
Sure.
I would recommend not taking cocaine in the bathroom before you go do this, so you do not sound like this guy. But I would reword. I like his outcome. I'd reword how he got there a little differently. But all in all, I actually don't hate this one. was really hoping we'd go out on just a blow up bad one, but this is this one is this one's livable.
I actually
this
didn't
one's
hate
livable.
this advice as much as I thought.
Yeah, replay it one more time. Replay it one more time. We got to hear this guy.
We'll talk about his first point and then his second point, because his second point I actually like.
To never say inside of sales that create pressure and how to convert those into questions that generate a sense of urgency. Number one, don't ever say this. Trust me.
Oh, trust me, you know, we're not like the other companies. We do things.
That's like telling a lady, hey,
By the way, trust me, I'm not like the other guys.
pal, freaking anything but that line. That doesn't build trust. This is how you convert that into a question the right way. Hey, by the way, Margaret, is it okay if I could show you why people like yourself decided to join our company?
Now, I agree you shouldn't say trust me in any case, because nobody should trust you. You got to prove you trust.
No,
but don't
trust
sound
me.
salesy. Don't phrase it in a way that makes you sound like a sleazy salesperson. People don't want to waste their time.
Yeah.
You need to give them, tell them the information. Don't be like, hey, can I get some of your time to explain to you, yada yada yada. Some people are going to say yes. Most people are like, nah, I got to go, man. I don't have time for you. You're on cocaine.
Yep. Yeah. He's a little wired. Again, it's not the worst. I love the premise about it is rephrasing a question or statement that gives the customer that, I think I said it pretty good earlier there, that furthers the conversation, that we're moving this along a line that we're going to come to a resolution. So I do like that. All right, let's get his next bullet point here.
Here's number 2.
Phrase number 2, don't ever say this.
By the way, Margaret, you should join today because of XYZ discount. It's the best time.
Pressure, you're telling them what to do, how to say this the right way using a question. By the way, Margaret, what happens if you don't join us today and your problem stays the same over the next?
Now, I kind of like that one because you and I have actually talked about, you're not necessarily talking about the price of the product, but the cost of inaction.
The cost of inaction,
something, yeah. And I think there's a lot to be said there. I think a lot more people need to consider that when they're talking to clients.
There's a sub point here as well, is you gave away margin in that first scenario. You gave away margin by saying, hey, join us today, you get this discount. So you gave away margin right there. Now, maybe you're to that point where you have to start thinking about margin, but if you're that far down, I don't think the response is going to matter. So I love the price versus the cost, the price of buying today versus the cost of inaction. And then, by the way he's speaking right now is he's removing that discount out of the equation. So there were 2 really good points in this one where, hey, I'm cutting out the talk of a discount, and why would I sacrifice margin for no reason? And then B is, the highlighting price versus cost, the price of buying today versus the cost of inaction in 6 months.
Right.
So I like it. It's a lot better than I would have thought from him.
All right.
So
fair enough.
Blind squirrels and all.
Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. All right, let's see if any of these other guys are any good.
No, we got down. One guy down from, him and the next guy, and then we'll call it quits after that.
This guy? You gonna do this guy?
No, that guy right there. That guy right there.
In the middle?
Nope.
All right. Nope. Down? This guy?
That guy right there.
All right.
He's a big guy.
Are we all becoming too dog friendly?
Oh, yeah, that's not sales. We already talked about that. That's BBC's anti-dog commercial they put out.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what this guy has to say.
There's no way this is real.
Oh, wait, that's not even sales. That's just for me. Hang on.
I've made many, many millions of dollars.
It was an app that this guy was using to, I think,
There's no way this is real.
Talk about SEO. It was an SEO stuff that I was researching for something else.
I've made many, many millions of dollars this way. This is how I started in this business because I was very uncomfortable selling. So when I used to get on sales presentations, whether they were one-to-one, one-to-few, or one-to-many, and I would start the presentation out something along these lines. So I have 2 agendas here today. Agenda number 1 is to teach you X, Y, and Z. Agenda number 2 is to sell you something. Just flat out tell my audience. And I'd say, here's the deal. If I don't accomplish my first agenda to truly teach you XYZ to your heart's content, then please do not buy what I sell at the end of our presentation together. However, on the slim miracle of a chance that I may actually be able to finally teach you how to do X, Y, and Z to your heart's content, then you should feel obligated to buy what I will sell to you at the end of the presentation here today. So I say that, my 2 agendas close, and then I go into the final punchline. I say, do we have a deal? Now, what do you think the compliance rate on that is? How many people as a percentage say yes to that? Almost 100%, 99%. There's always some asshole somewhere, right? The good news is there's only about 10 of them in the world. They just move around a lot. I've made many.
I think his close rate percentage is exaggerated. I don't think it's anywhere near 100%, but I like what he's saying about educating people.
Yeah, I mean it's all about the education, but why do you need 2 agendas? I mean, you know what? I say this about time management. I say this about organizational skills. I say this about anything. There's no one system of time management. The time management that works best for you is the one that you actually do. If you have a time management scheme, it can work for you. If you have a process to sell, and that process is a 2 agendas process, 1, I'm going to teach you, and 2, I'm going to sell you something. But if I do A, good, you should be obligated, and do we have a deal? Okay, that's great. If that's what works for you, that's what works for you. The fact that he's starting off with education, major props, because I mean, he's saying he's got a 99% acceptance rates on the deal that they're going to buy. Now, whether that 100% of the 100% of that 99% actually buy, that's not the percentage close rate that he's talking.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That's it. Did sound a lot like that, but no, he's not getting 100% of the 99%. He's getting a percentage of that 99 that he's claiming is sticking around for the thing.
Right.
So yeah. He strikes me as a guy that was trying to sell knives at a Walmart, like or a Kroger or something. Like, oh, they're saying here they got some Cutco knives up. Yeah, the Ginsu knives. It slices, dices, and yet makes French fries in 30 different whoops. That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, in case nobody got that reference. Yeah. So it is. I like it. I like it, but it's with an asterisk.
Yeah,
with an asterisk.
Exactly. All right. So how about this? We'll go to Cocaine Man's site. We're gonna pick one random video, and hopefully it's just a batshit crazy one.
Come on, give me batshit crazy.
Hopped up on the cocaine. So he looks sweaty in this one. Let's watch this one.
If you want to close anybody, 2 ways to do it, okay? You're going to save this. One thing you're going to do is make money minimal. Second thing you're going to do is stack the value. The product is $1,000 divided by 365. That's $2.70 every single day. Mary, do you know when the last time you spent $2.70 was?
Probably on Starbucks.
Okay, great. Now I'm going to compare and stack the value. Mary, what you're going to get for $2.70, access to the video modules, the platform, to the website.
No, you're already saying no.
I'm already out. This guy is, this is a good one. This is a good one. This screams pyramid scheme. I'm gonna give you access to the website. I'll give you access. Why would you not join my thing? Because
it's less than a cup of coffee per day.
Less than a cup of coffee a day. Less than a cup of coffee a day. Not the cup of coffee that you can spend 30 cents for at home, but the coffee you're going to go out and spend more than what I spent on this. So anything that you spent more than what you could have spent on could be spent on this, and we could be doing this, and then stack that value on top of this. And we're going to give you access to videos that I'm watching online right now for free.
Right.
Yeah, free sounds about the right price for this.
And this was just a random one that we chose. So he's got a lot of sweaty videos that are good for a laugh, at least.
Yeah. I'm a high energy guy myself, so I get it. Being high energy does have its perks. I've never sounded like this.
No, David, if you had this high energy, I would call your cardiologist and say there's a problem. He needs to be on different meds.
Yeah. I'm going to have some alcohol to counteract my cocaine addiction.
Oh, man.
There's no way.
I hope he doesn't watch this video because he's 100% going to sue us.
Oh, hey, I said my cocaine addiction, not his.
I'm the one who keeps calling him Cocaine Man. You're right. I got to delete this video after this.
No, hey, we're allowed to we are allowed to give anybody we want any nickname we want.
That's true.
There's no.
I mean, in the nicest possible way. He's not actually on cocaine, I hope.
I said with all due respect.
Exactly.
Well, you can't say with all due respect and then just say whatever you want. Yeah, it is. That's why you say all with all due respect.
All due
So
respect.
Ricky Bobby Talladega Nights quote there. So
I always thought that was an interesting phrase too, because with all due respect means if you're showing a complete lack of respect, that person is due no respect at all.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah, and then the golden rule. The golden rule was always great to me. It says, "Do unto others as you would have others do unto you." And if everybody lives by that, so if you're treating me like an asshole, I'm assuming that you want to be treated like an asshole. So
that's a good one.
I got you, brother.
The old golden rule reversal. I like it.
Oh yes,
The reverse
oh, yes.
Uno card of the golden rule.
Yes. Yeah. Don't come at me with an 8 and expect me to reply with a 3. That ain't happening. You've told me how you want to be treated, so I'm going to treat you thusly. I follow the golden rule. Boom.
The die hath been cast. I hear you've might have pulled that out.
Yes,
once or twice.
I have used that one. I have used that one actually. And I'll tell you, I owe that guy all kinds of thank yous because he was calm and level headed. He was about a quarter of my size. I think that was something that calmed him down pretty quick.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
It's like, if it doesn't matter if he can fight or not. He falls on me, I'm done. Yeah. So that's it. That was our review. I think next week we'll be back into our.
Next week we'll have a real agenda with real stuff to talk about.
This is 3 weeks in a row we've done this. 3 weeks, I think.
3. But it's fun.
Yeah,
It was fun.
I
It was
think
fun
3
talking
weeks.
about this stuff.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was great. We had a good time going over these. We had a couple of really good points in there and a lot of really, really bad points out there.
So what's your verdict on online sales and or marketing and or business advice in general?
That I could make a freaking fortune.
you really could. If you could just spout off all kinds of nonsensical, sound bites, you'd make a mint.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you would. You would make Cocaine Man look like a pauper.
Yes, like there's a lot of good advice, and this is I'm gonna leave it on a positive here. There's a lot of good advice out there, and even some of the advice that sounds absolutely ridiculous. It's good to know that. It's good to know that because that tactic, that idea. I don't hate to use the word tactic, but I'm gonna stick with that. That tactic may come in very useful for you at some point. You may find yourself in a situation you're like, oh, I never thought I'd be here. And you flop out on the table with the rephrasing questions and the Jedi mind tricks and the what was the goofy guy who's like, this is so powerful, dropping pennies. Whatever
too quickly.
Yeah, I don't want you to do this too fast now. Don't want you calm down, not too fast. You may get yourself into a situation one of these days that
you may,
that may call for that, and you may have a use for it. I don't think so, but it's good to have
never
be well rounded. Yeah. The only thing I would say is don't look at there are a couple people in real estate that I know that can do actual sales, and they do very well even in down economies.
Sure, because they actually know real sales.
They actually know sales. The people that are like, oh well, it's feast or famine. I'm like, no, not if you actually know what the hell you're doing. You're just not good at what you think you do. And and again, if you're going to pick a career, don't pick a career where there were more realtors at one point than available houses. So yeah, there was one point here just in the recent past where there were more realtors licensed and registered realtors across this country than there were vacant houses.
I absolutely agree. That's hilarious.
Perhaps that's not where you want to hang your hat.
Right. Maybe niche down a little bit.
Yeah. Ask the school teachers why. When you're kicking out 30,000 people a year into an industry that takes, maybe 5,000 a year, you're going to flood and devalue your product. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, but if it's a hobby, knock yourself out. So yeah, get it well rounded. Watch some of these things, even some of them that seem completely ridiculous. If nothing else, you're going to be sitting somewhere and you're going to have somebody use one of these on you,
and you're going to recognize it. Yeah,
and you're going to recognize it. You're like, get out of here,
you moron. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I hate salespeople is because I again, even though I'm not a very good salesperson myself, I still recognize the tactics when I see them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hate you already.
Yeah. I don't try to sell. I don't, and that's my thing is I don't have that number 2. I don't have like, I'm going to try to teach you and try to sell something to you. I'm just trying to teach you. And I'm really good at what I do. And I am 100% confident when I'm done teaching you, you're going to be begging me. I'm not going to have to try to sell anything to you. You're going to be saying, hey, when can I get that quote? When can I buy this from you? That's what you're going to do. So I don't worry about the sales. I know the sales. I do what I do. The sales will follow.
Right. There
I don't
you go.
worry about them.
That's it. And if you're doing your job well enough, they absolutely will. So that's one of the reasons I fell into marketing too, is I didn't have to sell. I got to like communicate with people and educate people. So
yeah, it's great. Yep, much better way. So that's it. It's 11:35. We've been going for 2.5 hours here, so we will
only
call
about
that a wrap.
40 minutes of that was a story about your time in New York, David.
Oh man, there's so much more to it. So much more. We could still be talking about it.
Well,
I'll tell you.
Have part 2 of that.
I ended up driving. I'll give you guys a little hint here. I ended up driving back. I drove back that night, late after I was like in the hotel. There's all the the thing, and then I was like, all right, forget it. I'm not staying here because the hotel air conditioning didn't work, and I was
that is one of your things.
Murderous hot. So I valet got my car and headed out. I stopped somewhere in Pennsylvania to take a nap. But usually when I do that, because when you get tired, you pull off the side of the road, you get somewhere safe to park and you take a nap. Well, usually when I do that, I remember to turn my headlights off so that my headlights just aren't blasting out there. Well, I forgot to do that, and I got the knock on the window from the cop who woke me up. He's like, "Oh, we got a guy here passed out." I'm like, "Not passed out, brother. We need to stop using that word." I was taking a nap. So yeah, I was out walking the line and doing the nose touch and all the stuff. Because they were like, "Oh, you passed out," and the breathalyzer and everything is like, "Wow, no, I'm
literally
not
just taking
drunk.
a real nap, no alcohol involved."
Just a nap. I hadn't had an alcohol in like over 5 hours, 6 hours or something like that. So yeah, no, it's just a nap, man. It's 2 or 2:30 in the morning. I'm tired.
Right, that's typically
anyway.
But also, it's 30 minutes after the bar is closed. So just saying.
Yeah, and some guy and I get where they're coming from. They're just like, yeah, you get what he's like. You understand? You just passed out here. I'm like, stop saying passed out, man. I was taking a nap.
Didn't pass out. It was active. I actively chose to go unconscious. I did not pass out.
Yes, and I drove off the freeway. I came over here and parked, and if I'd have remembered, like not being an idiot, to turn my headlights off, you'd have zipped past me, and we wouldn't be hearing all of this.
See, here's what you do, David. Next time, you have a little sign that says, "Sleeping, not drunk, I promise," and tape that to your window. And that'll make the cops stay away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Yes. Just napping.
Just napping, not drunk, I promise.
Yeah, not drunk, promise. So, yeah. All right. Well, that's it. You guys got a little bit of that preview. We won't go into it too next there. Yeah, but I'll tell you, if you ever get a chance to go to New York and you get to go with B, do it.
Well, David, now I want to go back even more.
Fun things happen.
Make this happen.
Fun things. We get a big group of us, and all of us go to drunk Shakespeare.
Yes,
that was
done.
That was just amazing.
I want champagne and caviar while watching drunk Shakespeare. So let's make that happen.
I got to try a new steakhouse down there too.
What's that?
Yeah, I got to try a new steakhouse down there. Wolfgang Steakhouse.
Okay.
Wolfgang Puck's owned, and it was it's up there. I would say it's a more Peter Luger style, and it is absolutely phenomenal. I would give it the edge over. I would give it the edge over Keen's.
Really? It was that Keen's steak was pretty great.
Keen's was great. This place.
All right.
I got to give it the edge.
Well,
so,
David, I have to.
On that note, go to New York City. Go to not Peter Luger's. Well, you can go to Peter Luger's as well. Go to Wolfgang's Steakhouse right there in Midtownish, and have a good time. Tell them Dave sent you.
All right, I got to go back to NYC at some point, so let's make it happen. David, let's sign off till next week. I'm the West. That guy over there is David, and we're just sleeping. We're not drunk, I promise. And we will see you guys.
We're just sleeping.
We'll see you guys next week.